cold case in DeKalb County.
A 911 call reporting shots fired led police to a ghastly triple murder in a par 4 court apartment. Siblings Stanford and Starlin Henderson and Stan's best friend Eric Robinson. DeKalb County DA senior investigator Jacques Spencer tells me multiple weapons were involved.
Earlier on, the motive was believed to possibly be robbery, but at this time we're not ruling anything out.
Aaliyah Matthews tells me a parent can wrap their mind around the death of a child, but not the violence which took her son and daughter.
I wish it could have just been a normal death. It wouldn't hurt so bad every day.
In DeKalb County, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
If you think you're paying too much for insurance, relief could be on the way. A special committee of Georgia lawmakers holds its first meeting today with a clear goal in mind.
To make sure that Georgia insurance customers are not bearing the brunt of unjustified rate hikes.
State Representative Matt Reeves says they'll study how insurance companies set rates. A bank rate survey says Georgia is 12th in the nation for annual cost of car insurance, with an average cost of $2,800 a year for full coverage. Georgia lawmakers are making plans to modernize the state's 911 system.
State officials say transitioning to a so-called next-generation 911 system can't come soon enough.
The current 911 system is approaching the end of its useful life.
Alicia Rucker-Wright with the Georgia Emergency Communications Agency says that's because most of the systems are decades old, but the transition isn't cheap, and Douglas County 911 Director Katrina Hartley says while the need is growing,
the revenue to sustain these operations is not keeping pace.
Lawmakers are looking into when the state should make the transition and how it will be funded. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
In the race for governor of Georgia, a legal victory today for Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones. A federal judge dismisses a lawsuit from Jones' Republican rival, Attorney General Chris Carr. He was trying to prevent Jones from raising unlimited campaign cash. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution will no longer publish the print edition of the paper.
Stopping printing the newspaper, while painful for us, is the best way for us to accelerate our growth.
AJC publisher Andrew Moore says the print edition goes away at the end of the year, and they'll concentrate fully now on the online content. It's now 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
Not a good time of day to have road work that is still out there, Bill, and 2 left lanes. Travel advisory, 85 northbound, Highway 317, exit 111 in Swanee. It has jammed the ride from I-85, Satellite Boulevard, and Buford Highway. Some alternates there. If you're traveling downtown, already looking at a slow ride southbound out of Buckhead from 400 south from Lennox Road, 85 starting to fill in from North Druid Hills. And those brake lights are going to continue to get worse. 75, 85 southbound toward I-20 as the afternoon goes on. Northbound, I'm seeing 75, 85 delays from Highway 166, Langford Parkway up to Freedom Parkway. An earlier long-term crash had been out for quite a while in DeKalb. 20 eastbound past Wesley Chapel Road, exit 68 has finally cleared. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Mostly cloudy today, mainly dry, high 83, lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, high 85. Rain showers arrive early tomorrow evening. Heavy rain at times for Saturday, high 78.
83 in Roswell, 79 in Lithia Springs, and 79 in Snellville. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable, huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Hessler. The other voices you hear are the Doctrinaires. Man of 1,000 voices, Tim Andrews. He's not here, but we do have English Nick.
Yeah, you know, I can do some of those voices if you want.
I need you to do Trump and get on your Alex Jones.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay.
Lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher. The man behind the glass, George Clark. And the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
Man, I've been walking around this office with my chest puffed out. Everybody's been congratulating me left and right. They're like, congratulations, Jared, congratulations. And I'm just feeling great here.
I feel like you're making all of that up.
Are you pregnant? How dare you?
Are you pregnant?
He's telling a story that we're supposed to, we don't have the script for.
So, yeah, but
what for, Jared?
Thank you for asking.
No, I think English Nick just cracked the code with his question.
Baby Yamamoto on the way.
There's not a baby Yamamoto on the way.
Are you pregnant?
I am not pregnant.
Because that would be congratulations.
That would be like you'd be the first.
Physically pregnant.
What if this comes down to your stupid Wolves are opening up on Thursday night with their
tonight. Tonight against
Is
Sanford
tonight
at Birmingham.
Thursday?
It
Yeah.
is.
So why would people be congratulating you? They have neither won nor lost. Was there some thought that you weren't going to be able to field a
That's
team
not
this
what
year?
they're congratulating me about. So we
What
just
are they
finished.
congratulating you about?
That's a great question, Autumn. Let me answer. We just finished our big WSB fantasy football draft, and yours truly, Jared Yamamoto, finished with the best draft day grade of an A compared to everybody else.
Oh, wow. Well, what it means is that before reality hits and they start playing the games, and players that you've drafted will get hurt and be out 5 games of the year or whatever. What it means is on paper, if nobody got hurt and everybody played as well as their history says that they will play, he's got the best team.
Okay.
But there's an old expression. That's why they play the games. Because quite often what looks like you've got the best ends up not being the best. But listen, there's a lot of people in this newsroom and around here who had a lot of idle time and just wanted to create a reason to chat with Jared Yamamoto. I guess they might go down that
listen,
route.
it was so serious that in the boardroom today, Magic Mike from the Shelley Winter Show and Mark Aaron both lifted me out of the room. And they whisked me away. They're like, wow, congratulations, Jared, for your amazing draft.
How much radio business that's legitimate could have gone on in that conference room?
I mean, how much radio business is there to do?
Well, I don't know. For other people, it seems to consume my life, every single moment of my life. But there's those people do things like sell advertising
all
and
the
stuff
time
like that.
Oh,
and they're like, hey,
that's right.
and they're like, now they're in there with their fantasy football team.
Well, we had to wrap up before 1:45 this afternoon because there was an important department head meeting directly after ours.
Who should we fire to save money?
I don't know, guys. They're squeezing the hell out of me down here. So just, you know what? Let's just
I got to make the budget this year.
I got to say, I saw Jared and Mark Aaron walking down the hallway from that.
Were they
meeting.
holding hands?
We were.
I thought they just come out of the bathroom together personally because they were right by the bathroom door.
No, they didn't know is there's a lot of congratulations. Well, congratulations on nothing because no game has been played.
How dare you? I got something. I got a digital A. Thank you very much.
Digital A.
Well,
an AIA.
That's great.
I have a physical A.
A digital. Yeah, she's legacy media.
Mm-hmm.
She's analog. She's got an analog A. And this is what the guys say.
Analog without.
Puts in some extra effort for that A.
That's what the guys always used to say about Autumn. She's an analog A. I don't know if it's true, but I think it was their way of saying that she's the real deal.
People prefer the good old days, the analog days.
I know I do. Although there are some things that I like. I mean, the technology helps me do my job. I take some notes on one thing, and then it's suddenly on every other screen that I need. But for the most part, outside of that kind of utility sort of thing, I think things were much better back in the analog days. People, this is weird, and I know young people will be like, "What?" But almost every conversation, you were looking right into the other person's eyes, like you were. Yeah. It's like it was amazing.
Wait, you looked down at your phone?
No, we couldn't look down. If we looked down at our phone, it'd be ridiculous because it was attached to the wall. So you can't fall. You can't walk very far.
The only time you would look at your phone, like the receiver, was like if you couldn't believe what the person was saying. Like, what?
Disbelief.
What? Jared's pregnant? What?
Yeah.
How does that happen? It was a time in America where people looked down because, I don't know, something happened. There was a sound, a thing. It's like looking down was an alternate thing that you did. In 2025, looking up is an alternate thing that you do. So it was a whole different world, and I'm sure there are people who enjoy this world of IV drip, 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 meaningless information constantly being thrown into their face. I'm sure there are people who think that that's fantastic. But as someone who's lived on both sides of it, I would say I think
the
it was better.
analog-digital divide.
The analog-digital divide. And I jumped into, man, when the internet happened and all the digital stuff, I was like, wow, the future's here. I'm so lucky. Like, I'm alive. Like, let's say you were born between, I don't know, 1700 and 1750. I'm sure there were major advances, but it wasn't pretty much,
they changed the look of coal.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, it's a different shape now. The
like
lump
if you
of
lived
coal.
only 60 years and you were born 1700 to 1760, you kind of died in about the same world you were born in. And when the internet happened and all that explosion happened and all the digital products and everything, I was like, this is so lucky because that all started when I was like 28, 29 years old. So hey, I'm going to live in this world where all this transition, and Steve Jobs had all these high-flying ideals about how the computer was going to allow you to spend more time developing your intellect, and we'd all achieve that personal artist inside of us. And then he died, and Apple turned it into, we've got new emojis. And that's kind of...
Which a bunch coming out in September,
Oh,
by the
I'm
way.
so excited.
September 9th. I can't wait.
I used maybe 5 in my entire life. I don't know. Let's throw in holidays. You'll get a Christmas tree or something. But for the most part, I use smiley face.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I'm a big thumbs up.
The thumbs up has changed your life.
Hearts only for my children or my grandchildren. I will not give hearts for other people's children doing something adorable. I find that to be creepy. So if you send me something and your toddler's doing something adorable, you're going to get a thumbs up. You're not going to get a heart from. I think that's just creepy.
This means love.
Right. I think that's creepy if they're not
means
my
I
children.
love that. It doesn't mean I love you.
It doesn't matter. It's how I feel. It's the messaging that I'm putting out. To me, if you show me your toddler doing something cool, my response really is like, hey, cool, thumbs up. It's got nothing to do with, love.
There's a TikTok video that explains how parents and older people should use emojis. I'm going to send it to you, Eric, so that way you watch it
No,
tonight.
I don't read stuff like that.
It's not a reader.
He won't know how to open it, Jared. It's fine.
I'll have to record it on the side and then send it to him.
I believe I'm more technologically savvy than anybody else on this show.
I disagree.
Oh yeah, well, I made an hour-and-a-half movie on I burned through 2 computers, desktops, and then on the third one. So I think that
means
that was
you're
years.
good
That was
using
15
a
years ago.
program and directing and things.
No. It wasn't just one program. I used all of anytime that there was something that I wanted to see happen, like a transition or something like that. I would. It was great because you just go to YouTube and there'd be some 17-year-old kid at 4 minutes said, hit this, do that, do the other thing. So it was great. It was great. So I don't know. I don't think I'm not like I'm saying, I threw myself into it in the very beginning. I thought it was going to be the greatest thing in the world, and it's turned into the world that we have now. And are people happy with the world we have now? Maybe they are. Maybe they are. I feel like we should be at the point now where we've thrown out the post-World War II playbook. People have grown up. We look around the world and go, there's nukes everywhere. And we say, you know what? We can't do it the old way because the potential damage done by an error, a human error. So I would think that by this time, there'd be a large conference table, and no matter who you are or who you're warring with now, like once every 3 months, all the world leaders would get together, and they'd all talk about the fact that, boy, we got to make sure we don't blow the world up, But instead, we act like that the danger hasn't gotten that much worse, and we just go about it the old-fashioned way. Well, we don't like what you're doing, so we're going to walk out of the conference, and we're not going to talk to you anymore. We're still doing... which is like, yeah, well, we may go up in a nuclear mushroom cloud, but we're going to go nobly. We're not going to talk to you, the likes of you. We're still doing that as if now we don't have a gazillion times the potential for a little bit of misunderstanding to blow up the whole world. So I don't know. Are people happy with the world that we have now?
Well, the problem is
I mean, over the age of 17. No, wait a minute. I would have said 17 a few years ago. Let's say over the age of 27 when people are actually not teenagers anymore.
The brain is fully formed, is what you're saying.
The brain has always been like that, but it seems to be like we don't really get out of our teenage years until our early 30s now.
Well, the problem is you just hit it right there. You said that all of these world leaders need to get in a conference room and have a conversation. all the conference rooms around this time of year are blocked because of fantasy
football. It's guys like
it's
you.
blocking the conference room.
As I see that nuke coming down on top of my head, I'm going to know it was Aram and Yamamoto. So selfish.
Quarterback this and running back that.
And if it happened today, he'd be like, well, I'm going out on top. I just got an A.
Right. I got an A. I won.
In
my book, I won.
I went out with a digital A. How can you do better than that?
If the bomb goes off the seed, then I'll go out with that too. Jared got a digital A.
Do they do this with soccer in England?
I'm sure they do.
There's 8,000 games.
No,
wait a minute. Friendlies don't count. I'm in a league where friendlies do count. I'll bet you there's a whole thing.
I bet there's a real Premier League fantasy league thing, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there must be because everybody.
There's fantasy hockey for goodness sake. There better be fantasy Premier League.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're all.
There better be.
Yeah, there better be, or else. Let me tell you
because
something.
I get so annoyed at the end of fantasy football season.
No, wait a minute. Let's just shut up. Come on.
Hey.
There better be, or hey, let me tell you something, England. We beat you twice.
What have you been up to?
At war, and we'll go to war again, because there better be.
Better be.
I mean, I get so frustrated at the end of fantasy football season, and you start getting the notifications for fantasy hockey, and it's like, no, ESPN.
Right.
I don't want to play
some
fantasy
people
hockey.
do. Well, so the whole world is not. The whole world. Why do you get the whole world is not engineered for your interest?
I have never clicked on a hockey link at ESPN before. It is just sending out these mass push notifications to me.
Yeah. Well, I get your point. I do get annoyed. I do get annoyed when supposedly these algorithms are supposed to help us. And yeah, when something keeps getting pushed to you, and you're like, I've never in a million years, like, I don't understand why when I go to certain things with algorithms, just anything about the Beatles or the Buffalo Bills isn't there. Why do I have to search for anything?
Yeah, what else are you
concerning
looking at?
that?
You're right.
I mean,
it
just
should
like,
be auto-populated. You're right.
And some of it does, but a lot of times I'll be like, I'll be let down. Actually, I'm having a day today where just for some reason today, all the technology in my life is just kind of letting me down. You know, I was doing
it happens like that.
Yeah. It's just like it just goes
really
out
does.
for a second, comes back. I usually, just to let you in on a little bit, when I'm between 8 and 11, when I'm doing my show prep in my basement, I usually listen to a little jazz or something in the background. And it's just this morning, it kept turning off, because there's a Bluetooth thing for my phone. Kept turning off and then back on. And then I got in the car, same damn thing was happening. I don't know if it's happening from my phone. I don't know what. I get here, and usually I come in here and I set everything up, and then I go back to my office, and I go through all the stories, my stories, Jared's stories, George Clark's stories, and I kind of have a different folder called Reduced. That's the last running order of what I'm interested in, and boy, today, the computer that's in my office is an old computer, but it's the same computer today that it was yesterday. And I mean, it was click on anything and you're going to look at that spinning beach ball for like
it's
4,
the worst.
and you got to do everything you can to just not allow that to ruin your day, because there's the anger starts. And who are you yelling at? What?
The
Bill
digital
Gates?
beach ball.
And
The beach
I've
ball.
got an apple. I shouldn't. Yeah, I'm yelling at the beach ball. Just one of those days where. So I am having a bad technology day. It's like a bad hair day. I'm having a bad technology day. So
I had a rough technology night last night.
What?
I jumped in the pool with my phone in my pocket this past weekend.
First of all, I heard about this. And did you not know the phone was in your pocket because they're water resistant? If you just would have jumped
I was
right
in there for like 5 minutes before I even realized.
Were you drunk?
No, I wasn't drunk. I got out of the pool. I was ready to be out of the pool, and a kid wanted to get in the pool, and his parents didn't want to get in with him. So I was like, I'll get in with you.
Right.
And kind of just, quickly made a decision.
Jumped in, right, and you stayed in there. Now, here's the problem. And I wanted legislation to ban pockets on bathing suits for a long time. There's no reason to have pockets in your bathing suit.
True.
You're just asking for trouble.
What if you're carrying like a bottle opener?
You leave it up. Why do you need it while you're in the
I
pool?
get so annoyed when I don't have pockets for my bottle opener.
I didn't say I was so annoyed, but I mean, it's a nice thing to have a pocket for. Like, with the swimsuit.
You're more likely to ruin everything in your wallet by having pockets on your swimsuit than.
I didn't realize this is one of your things. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of my pet peeves.
If you're in the middle of the pool,
it gets me deep inside,
It
man.
grinds your gears.
It grinds Autumn's and my gears.
I see Jared's point. If you're in the pool and a bro throws you an unopened beer,
right,
you need something to crack it. I
That's
get
right.
that.
Well, first of all, let me just say this: you should not be drinking. You should not have glass of any kind
All right.
around a pool. It's true.
It's very true.
I follow all the rules.
No. If somebody is drunk standing next to your pool and they drop a glass and it shatters, you have to empty the entire pool because you can't see if it's clear glass.
You just
can't see it. Huh?
Yeah,
you just risk it? Yeah, tell George and that kid to get back in again. See if their feet start bleeding.
All I'm saying is no risk it, no biscuit.
That's right.
I think on September 9th, they should build a water alarm into the new iPhone so that when you jump in the pool with it goes off. If you've forgotten it's in your pocket.
Well,
and
that
it
really
explodes.
Oh
wait, that's the wrong.
No, that's for war in the Middle East.
Gotcha.
That would make sense to me because really it seems to me like the phones and where they're going now and the new things, there's not much they can put in. It really is making up for the fact that the people who buy the phones are getting dumber by the year.
The phones get
so
smarter.
It's just like, hey, if you can't remember how those commercials that Apple had for a while.
Oh, the Apple Intelligence.
Yeah, the genius, like, hey, I'm a dummy, but I'm doing really well at work because this technology is making me look smart.
Oh, the best one is now.
And I'm proud of that.
They show the kids in the dorm room now. They show one kid that's studying all night long, getting ready for a test, and the other one's like, why are you doing all that?
Yeah.
You used Apple Intelligence.
Yeah,
I'm ready for the test.
That's a total where we started with Steve Jobs, that this was going to make us work. Now Apple's like, no, don't worry about educating yourself. That's an old-fashioned notion.
Don't waste time on that.
Don't waste time on that. For heaven's sake.
Go to the party.
Yeah, treat language like math. So what? You don't know the square root of whatever. Treat language like that. Hey, we'll tell you what to say. You know what? If you can't understand, just speak your stupid pidgin English into our phone, and we'll create grammatical sentences for you. You just go have some fun. And by the way, we got a whole bunch of new emojis coming in, man. Isn't that you and your other stupid friends are going to sit down and talk about stuff like that and think that you're in a meaningful conversation? Can you believe how dumb you are? It's unbelievable. How stupid. If you have a conversation about the new emojis that lasts more than 30 seconds, you're an idiit.
We've already given them 25 seconds.
I know.
This is analysis. This is analysis. A little bit different.
Safe.
It's safe. Thank you.
But trying to set up a new phone, which I got last night, without the old phone, you can't do any of the two factors that they want you to do, and it was a pain in the butt.
Wait a minute. Now, don't you have like a backup cloud kind of thing? Because like when I buy a new phone, it just kind of goes, all of your stuff and is in this cloud, and I just go bleep. And
it tells you go to your other Apple device, but I don't have any other Apple devices.
Right.
Yeah, which is
You need to start making more money. You need an iPad. Listen, you got to have.
You need an iPad that you don't use.
You got to have two Apple devices because the Find My app isn't going to do you any good if I just said ain't going to do you any good.
Ain't going to do you
ain't going to do you no good now.
Get yourself a watch is what you should do.
Yeah, you got to get something. You want so what did you buy a new iPhone or
I
how
got
pitiful
a
are you?
iPhone.
That's what I thought.
Amazon.
And I hang around with this guy. I'm seeing in public with this guy.
With a repurposed phone.
You want me to buy you an iPad so you'll have another thing for just in case.
Love that.
Okay, I'll go look for the nearest
refurbished
iPad. I don't want to get you a new one. It might freak you out. I don't know if you.
I wouldn't know how to. Handle
you bet. Wow,
tech.
This is too dazzling.
No one's ever touched this.
It's blinding me.
Do you use your iPad? I barely use mine.
I use mine right here for the show.
Oh,
It's just like so you can have the same notes open on the laptop and the iPad, and then I have the phone.
It's got the whole Apple ecosystem.
Yeah, because I believed in Steve Jobs' dream.
But
even if he was a meanie.
I mean, on September 9th, we are going to get a radish emoji. That's pretty cool.
Oh, wow. And what does that mean? Does that some sort of sexual context thing?
Radish.
By the way, I'm surprised the gatekeepers at Apple haven't decided to remove what's the purple one that people use for sex?
The eggplant.
Yeah. I'm surprised that the gatekeepers haven't said it's being misused. And we must take it off there.
I could see the turnip and the Rutabaga Association speaking out about this.
Yeah.
You're going to do a radish, but no swede and no turnip?
That's
What's
right.
going on?
Are there leaks?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
There are leaks all over the place, yeah.
So there's leaks from the Patriots. And
Yes.
the head coach is like, I'm going to find those rats.
A leak emoji.
I'm going to find those rats. So why a radish? What is the sentence or message that I would be writing other than we went to the farmer's market today and it was awesome? And is that the one that I throw a radish on?
Broccoli, corn.
Yes.
I guess there were a ton of other fruits and vegetables, so they just added a radish. But we'll have a heart.
it's a damn good thing they did, because I almost tapped out of all the Apple technology. But now that I was like, no radish? Obviously, they don't give a damn about me as a customer. But now, obviously, they've listened, they've responded. So, now that we all have our radish, you know what else we have? $37 trillion of debt. Maybe you 20-year-olds could talk about that every once in a while. I'm almost with you on that. But don't tell me something else is more important. Like, I don't know. It's just, how they got screwed over that, and just like that, they should have had a fourth season. People going crazy. Actually, nobody liked that show, apparently. And here's the good thing for me is I was never allowed to be let down, because I've never seen 1 second of Sex in the City. So it all sucked to me from day one.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual Imaging's LDCT core body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Select varieties of Kroger brand cheese are on sale. 6 to 8 ounce packs are $1.49 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
DC politicians want to enact harmful credit card mandates that could take away your cash back and rewards points. Perks that stretch your budget and make life a little easier. Losing these benefits means less money for your family's everyday essentials like gas and groceries. The perks you rely on could disappear, leaving you with higher costs and fewer options. Tell Congress to guard your card and oppose the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandates.
Paid for by Electronic Payments Coalition.
The end of summer doesn't have to be the end of your fun. Your backyard can be your family's happy place all year long in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy system, allowing you to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Shop our huge Labor Day sale with instant rebates up to $2,500 and special financing for 60 months. Hurry, offer ends September 3rd. Brown's Pools and Spas, celebrating 50 years of brownspools.com.
Better prices, better views. Window comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
Don't be fooled by the big box brands. Window Comfort's exclusive window line is custom built for Georgia weather, installed by in-house pros and guaranteed never to fog. With factory direct pricing, it's affordable for everyone. Go to windowcomfort.com for real quality that lasts.
Better prices, better views. Window Comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
This year marks the 90th anniversary of Social Security, a cornerstone of financial security in America. For 9 decades, it has kept hundreds of millions of Americans out of poverty and given families across the country peace of mind and dignity in retirement. That's why AARP will never stop fighting to protect the Social Security payments you've earned. Learn more at aarp.org/protect Social Security. That's aarp.org/protect Social Security. Paid for by AARP Georgia.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, it's just in from a police briefing in Minneapolis. The shooter in yesterday's shooting at a Catholic school fired 116 rounds from a rifle into a church where kids were praying. 2 kids died, 15 others were injured along with 3 adults. The district attorney says the shooter had a fascination with killing children. News about your health. A multi-state salmonella outbreak is linked to to eggs.
Nearly 100 people in 14 states have gotten sick, at least one person here in Georgia. In all, 18 people ending up in the hospital. This outbreak is linked to eggs from the company Country Eggs, LLC. It's the large brown cage-free sunshine yolks or omega-3 golden yolk eggs that were sold nationwide. They have a sell-by date of July 1st through September 16th. Consumers being urged not to eat those eggs, and if you have symptoms, see your doctor. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
And we posted more information at WSBradio.com. High drama at the CDC after the unexpected firing of the director of the Atlanta-based agency.
As we speak, the world's flagship disease control agency is in chaos.
That's Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff speaking in February. In a statement today, Ossoff calls Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. a quack. It says the Trump administration's extremism and incompetence are putting lives at risk. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says this is about the firing of Susan says this about the firing of Susan Menares and the resignation of other CDC officials.
So if people are not aligned with the president's vision and the secretary's vision to make our country healthy again, then we will gladly show them the door.
Kennedy says the CDC has been in trouble for a long time, and happening at this hour, a big protest outside the CDC in Atlanta. Massive news from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution today. After more than 150 years, the AJC plans to end its print edition at the end of the year. It's going fully digital.
The emphasis for us has been on digital for a while.
AJC publisher Andrew Moore says about 40,000 people still receive a printed version of the AJC. It is now 3:32, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
Travel advisory out of Duluth into Swaneville. This long-lasting, still there heading into the Thursday rush hour. Construction and 2 left lanes, emergency road repairs. 85 northbound, Highway 317, exit 111. 2 left lanes are blocked, and it's cooked the ride back to Highway 316. Satellite Boulevard, Buford Highway, some alternates to get you around that. 285 southbound, the inner loop slowing with the crash off to the right in Clarkston at Highway 78. But then you jam up again from Glenwood Road down to this next travel advisory. Stalled Big Rig in 2 center lanes. 285 westbound, the inner loop at or just past Flat Shoals, exit 48. Use 20 westbound as an alternate, and you're jammed up into downtown. 75-85 northbound from Langford Parkway up past Freedom Parkway. Southbound already looking at close to 22 minutes from Lennox Road down to I-20. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Cloudy skies today, high 83, lows tonight in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, high 85. Rain showers moving in for late tomorrow afternoon. And Saturday, tracking heavy rain showers, a few rumbles of thunder, high 78.
81 in Johns Creek, 79 in Loganville, 82 in Fairburn. More news at 4 o'clock, breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
WSB is your home of the Dogs. Georgia football launches the 2025 campaign this Saturday versus the Thundering Herd of Marshall University.
I call it the upset conference. That's what Sunbelt does. Everywhere they go, they play people.
Pre-game coverage starts at 11:30. Kickoff at 3:30. Only on your home of the Dogs, 95.5 WSB. Brought to you in part by Hoffman Financial Group, official partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
When someone's AC is on the fritz, drains are clogged, or wall outlets are sparking, Castile Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical never asks, how soon do you need it fixed? You know why? Because no one in recorded history has ever said, oh, take your time, just whenever you can get to it. We just assume how fast can you get here will always be the answer. So Castile will be there same day, and we won't leave until you're 100% satisfied. See? Sometimes it's good to assume. It gets your AC fixed fast. Book today at CastileAir.com.
Dave Baker here for Randall Brothers. You know, I talk to a lot of quality contractors and builders every week, and I ask them, how do you manage to get all the right materials delivered to your site? The answer is always Randall Brothers. Turns out, that's what Randall Brothers does. Make sure you have the right materials delivered to the right place, hassle-free. And they've been doing that for over 140 years. With the widest selection of quality building materials delivered to your build site with no hassle, it's no wonder Randall Brothers is trusted by the pros. See more at randallbrothers.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Well, there is a sports update from England. English Nick told me that, was it Manchester U?
Manchester United were in a knockout game against Grimsby. I think it's
Grimsby.
Grimsby Town. Grimsby Town. That tells you how small this club is.
Grimsby Town.
Grimsby Town. It's up
We
north.
never frown.
It's up north, lad. So they're in this knockout game.
For people don't understand, there's different divisions.
Different leagues,
Manchester's
yeah.
way up there, and this is a below, it would be
fourth
like
division or something.
It would be like the Yankees losing to
the Gwinnett Stripers.
The Gwinnett Stripers.
Yes.
Or even what's below that?
Chattanooga Lookouts.
The Chattanooga Lookouts, and they got beat, right?
Manchester United are coming off one of their worst seasons in the Premier League last year.
Yeah, they got to get rid of that.
They didn't get relegated.
Manager.
They didn't get relegated, but they weren't doing great.
Yeah.
So this is the new season now, this knockout game. It's a 2-2 game. It's drawn at the end of regular time. Then they go extra time, no score. Then they go to penalties because this is a knockout competition.
And
Nothing to do with the Premier League. And Grimsby beat them 12-11 on penalties. That was a long penalty shootout.
They call them coaches or managers? And
you'd be your manager.
Your manager needs to go.
Yeah,
Needs to go. By the way, I only brought that up because my boss told me a few days ago that listeners hate sports, and I thought, well,
yeah, British sports, you can't go wrong.
British sports, at least. Hey, listen, it's sports with an English accent. So people love English accents.
If you know a Manchester United fan, just reach out to them, make
That's
sure they're
right.
doing okay.
Give
Because
them the old
it's a huge kick in the teeth.
Boy, they got to get rid of that manager, huh? I don't even know who he is. They got to get rid of that manager.
Yeah, he's
he
probably
lost
out.
to the Gwinnett Stripers.
Grimsby Town
Unacceptable.
Stripers.
All right, you're here with
Yes.
stories from studio.
I am.
No, you're not.
No.
You're here with-
No.
Hey, I get confused sometimes. You are here to pip the toodles in the Toodle Pip.
I did see the stories from Studio B1, but I don't live in that
No,
studio.
no. You don't live in that studio.
Neither does
and
he anymore,
You,
but-
you need to stay in your lane. Hey, don't reveal. Don't.
Wow. Pulling back the curtain.
You're pulling back the.
I thought you guys had talked about that.
No, of course.
Oh,
wow.
wow. You know what?
Wow.
He's
the whole show is a lie.
This is sabotage, Eric. He
It really
comes in
is.
here from the river,
That's
and
right.
this is what he does. He's trying to sabotage us.
Trying to knock down old Eric Von Hessler.
Old Eric.
Because I've been so mean to him all these years.
Actually,
well, you know what?
I thought you'd
I
gotten
deserve
better
it.
lately.
You think I'm better
To
with
be
you?
honest, yeah.
Nicer?
I think since the heart attack, you've been a nicer person.
Wow, listen, but you could go at any time.
Where's my pills?
I think
Where's my pills?
I used to yell at you or anything like that. I remember one time when we
No.
worked at a different radio station and we were young.
I lost it.
We were both in our 30s.
Oh, wow.
And I had never seen English Nick. He was just always English Nick. He was just like, hey, always
Jovial,
always
happy,
jovial.
yeah.
And they'd given him some more responsibilities. The AP, you were like an assistant programmer. or
Something like that.
You were
Scheduling-
assistant to the
scheduling
assistant.
music for
and
something.
happened, and I saw him in the hallways. And I'm like tickly, blah, 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 blah. Man, I saw the other side of English Nick.
Yeah.
Boy, he just let me have it.
Oh, Irish Nick.
Irish Nick. I stood there stunned. I was just standing in the hallway like, what just happened?
That was a day, right? It was Friday. I thought I was half an hour from leaving.
Uh-huh.
And then they flipped the theme of the weekend musically.
Oh, and you
so
just-
we had to reschedule everything.
Well,
So,
we
anyway.
were both years away from our first heart attack
Yeah,
back then.
absolutely.
And, I think we've both mellowed out since then a little bit. Hopefully you have for your blood pressure.
I don't know, man. Nick's
Well, you've only
schedule.
seen him like that once.
Well, I don't want to see it again. Listen, this is something that's like saying.
What if
That's like saying that you stared into the face of the devil once. You don't want to do that again. You don't want to see that again.
What if I've just gotten better at hiding those?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
angry
It's still there.
Instances.
It's still there.
I worry about Nick with the schedule that he has. He was telling me everything that he has going on for the holiday weekend.
I
And I'm like,
know,
that
but
doesn't
it's-
seem relaxing at all.
Well,
Well, you probably got like 4 appearances. You're doing the karaoke.
No, I'm
live
actually. I got the
Dragon
karaoke.
Con.
Karaoke
Dragon
at
Con.
Dark Horse twice. Karaoke at Dragon Con once, and it's only a 2-hour gig, so
No,
it's
wait,
not
is
exactly.
Dragon Cons this weekend?
Sure
Yeah, it started
is.
today.
It's Labor Day on Monday.
Oh wow! And I know I had forgotten that it was a long.
You get your costume?
Huh?
You did not get your costume?
You know, I ordered it, but can you believe it just has not arrived? So who are the celebrities that are arrogant enough to tell people they have to pay money to get there?
I did see one of the girls who used to be on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, what's that going to cost?
Not
$100?
Michelle Gellar, though. Not Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Maybe it's $50 because it's not the famous
I don't
one.
know. I'm only going to work it. I'm not really interested. I'm not a big fan
I know,
of
but
all
it gives
that
me an
stuff.
entree to just say, what's wrong with you that you're giving Henry Winkler $100?
I know.
For he doesn't
don't
need
use
it.
Henry Winkler as an example.
He
'cause
doesn't need it.
doesn't charge that.
No, he does.
Wink,
he
wink.
charges. Yes, he did. He didn't charge Tim as much because he had seen Tim earlier that day. But he charges. Like the Fonz needs $100. Really?
Hey.
Honestly. Well, how about just show up and talk to your fans? You know what? Dragon Con is so cool that I just thought I'd show up and hang with people. Is there anything wrong with that? Fonzie, you have to get paid for every.
I think Winkler's doing okay, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's doing all right. He's won a couple of Emmys.
He was in that great
Gary.
show. What was
Barry?
that great? Barry, yeah.
No, it's Barry.
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 Yeah, Barry. That's what I said. Carrot.
Yeah, you got
Larry.
Noah Bailey is one of the featured.
Who's he?
He is
What
an
was he in?
illustrator, designer, and comic book artist known for Station Grand
How
and
much does it
Infinite
cost?
Horrors.
What does it cost for? I want an autograph because I love this guy's comics, and I've already given him a bunch of money because I buy everything that he does. But I understand that I have to give him an extra hundy just to get his stupid autograph.
I do think that the majority of people who are downtown, staying in hotels and going to Dragon Con, don't care about any of that.
No,
they're just
that's
partying.
just the fashion.
They're just
No.
partying.
No, and I hear, man, these nerds.
Seeing bands.
Oh,
these
these parties are
nerds
wild.
kinky and freaky. You hear, there's
Yeah.
a lot of.
I
not
know.
that there's anything wrong with
Kinky freak?
Well, no, what's that's called the woolies or
The furries.
The
Oh,
furries.
furries.
Hey, listen, they've got lawyers a mile long on this sue. Hey, not that there's any. And I'm not saying, but stories that I've heard and that I've read. These little nerds in their pajamas get freaky.
Hey, listen, there's nothing better than looking over to your left and you see Darth Vader and Pikachu grinding up on Darth Vader. Nothing better than that.
Oh yeah, Pikachu is grinding up on Darth Vader, and then the really freaky part when they're done, and he says, "I am your father."
That's the best part.
Poor Pikachu runs off with his tail between his legs. Is Pikachu? What's the gender of Pikachu?
I think it's a girl.
Is it neutral or is it girl?
You know what? I'm a grown man. I have no idea.
I should know because the 9-year-old in my house has
Okay.
a massive Pikachu, so I'll have to ask her.
I think there are species that has both male and female.
Oh, okay.
Really?
I think.
Pika me, Pika you.
Well, that is.
Pikachu.
According to
That's
Google,
very patriarchal.
Sleep with you.
Ash Ketchum's Pikachu from the show is a male.
There you go. Okay, it's been
But
settled.
it can be a male or female. You're right.
Pikachu, sleep with you.
It's.
Well, Ash is a male because Ash is a
I don't know.
trainer.
What does this mean? Hopefully, you're learning this from your children.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
only reason. Well, and Travis knew about it.
Oh yeah, he got
Anyway,
into the whole Pokemon Go thing. I remember.
Long
But
story
he
short.
was into Pokemon, I think, as a kid.
Yeah. So then I had kids who were into that. But then my kids got into that other Magic, which I couldn't even begin to understand.
Oh, Magic the Gathering?
My goodness, I
Now, they have like rooms at Dragon Con where people go and just trade those cards and they just play Magic.
And they play, at every comic book shop, there's an extra room where you can go and like play game. You can play Pokemon
Sometimes-
with them. You can play Magic.
When my kids and their friends would be playing Magic and it would take hours, whatever, sometimes I would just walk by as I'm walking upstairs and say, what's the matter? Did every girl on the face of the earth vanish?
Oh, Dad.
Come on,
Dad.
I just noticed.
Dad, you wouldn't understand.
Just doesn't seem to be any girls they knew that played this game.
Long story short, I
Yes.
can handle this schedule. It's not a big deal. I'm so used to the
Well,
karaoke
because you
thing.
were brought up on a farm.
Yeah, it's just not work.
Yeah, it's not work to
You
you.
know what work is.
Well, also you tend to be able, not when doing the radio duties, but all the other things you do, you tend to be able to have a little nip here or there. It's kind of like a work play.
Little nip?
Yeah, like you can have a
you
have
have
a
like a
Guinness.
Oh, yeah, but not,
you don't say
again,
nip.
not as
I wasn't
much
talking
since
about
the-
Yamamoto.
No, it's like I got my jacket on. You couldn't even tell if I had my.
I know what's underneath there.
Although I do have a Jared phone at the club. If I need a little nip, I can just call him up and he pops up.
What's up,
There you
man?
go. It's like
I'm here.
that movie Midnight Express, that jail scene. Does anybody seen Midnight Express?
I've seen it. It's
a
been
very
forever.
famous jail scene.
It's been forever.
His girlfriend comes to see him, the glass, and she removes her top and pushes
I've only
herself.
seen the,
and he's like,
like-
that's how I feel like Jared's nip app.
Well, now I got to watch that movie.
That's the sound I make when he comes by.
On air,
Online,
on the app,
where you get your news,
is where you'll win.
download the WSB Radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
All right, thank you. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Oh my word!
Just enter the word at WSBRadio.com or on the WSB Radio app. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is at 5 p.m.
Dave Baker here for Cool Ray Heating and Cooling. It's August, which means school is back in session. Hey kids, remember homework? Cool Ray will help keep you cool while you study at home. Right now, Cool Ray is offering up to $2,250 back in rebates and free installation with the purchase of a complete carrier system. You know, proper insulation is like a summertime sidekick for your HVAC, keeping cool air in and hot air out. Simply go to coolray.com to book your appointment today. Cool Ray Carrier. Turn to the experts.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and for over a decade, I've trusted America's best choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks.
That's right, Dale. When the summer is hot, America's best choice will keep your home cool with premium energy-efficient windows starting at just $299. No pressure, no gimmicks. Go to abcwind.com to schedule a free in-home estimate today. America's best choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Whether you're driving your European car for sport or luxury, you need to get to know Wolf Pen Auto Repair in Roswell. This is Scott Slade. Even if your Porsche, BMW, Audi, Mercedes-Benz just needs an oil change, you'll get factory-trained, certified technicians who love European cars as much as you love yours without sky-high dealer pricing. Wolf Pen customers constantly come away saying, "This is how it should be." To get to know you better, for a limited time, mention you heard about Wolf Pen on the radio and get a free second opinion on repairs. Just search Wolf Pen to get started.
We are here with CFP Matthew Decker of the Vincent Financial Group and host of Retire ATL. And Matt, you've said that income is the outcome that matters the most in retirement. But what income streams require the most attention?
Yeah, so if you've got a pension or if you're living off of Social Security, you kind of know those income streams show up in your mailbox. That's mailbox money. It's almost like you're still working, and it doesn't really require that much attention. But most people that come into the office today, they are having to use their 401ks, their IRAs, SEP Simples, 403Bs that are invested in the market to generate income. And anytime you're going to use a market-linked asset where you have to go in and decide when you're going to buy and sell to generate your income, it takes a ton more effort, energy, and attention to get that piece of the puzzle right. But it doesn't actually have to be that way.
So, Matt, the number one fear of adults in retirement is outliving their money. How do we get started building income today?
Well, you can get started today. You'd call us for a no-cost, no-obligation retirement roadmap. We want to build a GPS for you that's going to help navigate retirement, and it's going to have a focus on building and preserving income. 770-280-1488. We've got a representative standing by to talk to you right now. 770-280-1488. Our home office is in downtown Woodstock, but we are available across the metro Atlanta area to meet with you at a time and place that fits your schedule. Again, 770-280-1488 or online at retireatlradio.com.
The team at Vincent Financial Group want to help preserve your assets while building retirement income that lasts as long as you do. Call today for your complimentary retirement roadmap, 770-280-1488. And you can always get more at retireatlradio.com and join us for Retire ATL Sundays at 6 p.m. right here on WSB.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
Guys, it's Eric. Save thousands right now at Georgia Spa Company on a new spa for your backyard. They've got great opportunities to save on saunas, cold plunges, swim spas, hot tubs, so much more. The Labor Day sale is happening now. They've got multiple metro Atlanta area locations. Go to georgiaspacompany.com and check out their locations, find the deals, get you some relaxation in your backyard. georgiaspacompany.com.
All right, we don't have much time, so
Okay.
if you're going to tootle a pip, let's get it done.
This is from the San Francisco Chronicle. Burning Man's infamous Orgy Dome won't reopen, organizers say. It was damaged by the winds.
It was
in the
blown over.
storms. Yeah.
It was blown over.
But there is plans maybe for a smaller.
That's right, George.
Laszlo, who's the president.
It was blown over. Go ahead, yes.
Laszlo is the president. He's also a Los Angeles attorney.
Oh, I want him on my case.
He's the president emeritus of the dome.
I want the orgy lawyer. Hey, can somebody? Hey, listen. Hey, somebody I know is in trouble. Give me the best. Give me the orgy. Give me the orgy lawyer.
He said efforts are underway to cobble enough infrastructure to build a smaller version of our space.
It's going to be a couple of mattresses on the desert.
It's a solo.
It's unacceptable.
Hold on. Who is this?
Oh.
Are you from? Who is this?
It's me, Sarah. I'm so pissed.
The reason you go to Burning Man is for the orgy dome?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, but it's not.
it's not because art and music, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's for the fun.
It's for
the pleasure. It's
yeah.
for the flesh.
Yeah. Well, for the
I
flesh.
just want
Okay.
to roll around in the hot desert dust
And flesh.
with strangers and have all the moisture stick to the sand, and that's where you know. You know,
you
what
picked
I
the right
mean?
place for that.
You're of the earth when
And
you're,
that's where you know where to go.
Uh-huh.
Follow the sand.
Well, are you aware of the fact that it's nobody's fault? I mean, there was just this
It is.
storm, and
It's your fault.
It's my fault.
Yes.
Why?
Your carbon emissions. Thank you.
caused the sandstorm.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, where do you live when you're not at Burning Man?
I live. It doesn't matter where I live.
Like, did you travel? Like,
well,
did
right
you get on
now
a plane?
I'm with my boyfriend's stepdad's mom's house.
Okay, all right, but you had to travel there.
Yeah,
either
travel
in a plane or an automobile or something that uses
Well,
carbon.
I am a part of
emissions.
society, so I have to participate in it in some ways,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean I'm not against it.
Okay, so but when you
And I'm just so disappointed.
okay, well, don't cry. It's all
I'm
right.
not.
Oh, well, I thought you were
I'm
going to cry.
mad.
You're mad, duh?
Just because I'm
Hold
mad
on.
doesn't mean I'm gonna cry.
Well, you sound like you're going
no.
to cry, but I didn't realize you
Well,
were.
you're just really triggering me because my stepdad would say the same thing.
Oh, now the whole orgy dome thing is coming into. Now I'm starting. There's
Well,
a
it's
context.
how I cope. Okay.
Okay, it's how you. And now here you are, Burning Man. No, I think they're going to build a smaller one. Throw a couple mattresses on the sand.
That's not. First of
One
all,
at a time.
No.
One at a time.
Self-pleasure
The orgy dome is now a self-pleasure dome.
Come on. I mean, one at a time.
The
That's
orgy
not
mat.
even the point. of an
orgy mat.
So.
Welcome to the mat.
Do you walk around in the desert with like hardly any clothes on?
Well,
Little-
yeah, it's hot.
yeah. Doesn't it
So,
feel-
listen.
I don't
as
think
a
it seems
part-
very erotic, having all that sand up in all the places. And all that. It doesn't seem erotic to me.
No, it ends up being that way because, that's where you know
Mm-hmm.
where to go.
I don't know what that means. You keep saying
Yeah. So, as a part-time Target Starbucks barista,
Uh-huh.
I have sort of saved some money to go this year.
Uh-huh.
The rest I'm putting on Klarna, but I'm going.
It sounds to me like you put everything on Klarna. I like movie tickets you probably put on
I mean,
Klarna.
why wouldn't I split up the payments or just not pay it at all and just put it on a
Yeah.
credit
Well,
card? They keep upping my limit, so obviously they trust me.
There's a weird thing, like a little loophole that maybe, and some people are saying this online. I don't know that. It's probably
What?
not true. But the way Klarna works is they
Yeah.
actually pay it at the moment. Like they pay the full thing.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of a new thing. Like there's all these people online who are telling people, just don't pay it back. You don't owe them anything.
Well, duh.
You've already paid it. But I think it could still hurt your credit.
Oh, but who cares? Credit's made up.
Yeah, and Burning Man is only this week.
That's right.
So this counts.
It's so frustrating.
Well,
I've been doing so many stretches, getting ready for this weekend.
for the orgy dome.
Yes.
Is it important to do
you
stretches?
Have to prepare.
Yeah.
I'm basically an athlete.
Oh,
Just saying.
are you an orgy athlete? Is
Well,
that what you
this
are?
is like my Super
You're-
Bowl.
Your Super Bowl.
Super what?
What does that mean?
My Super Bowl. It's like for
Oh, you said Super Bowl.
I thought she said the other thing too.
I mean, basically, it's both.
Well, that's why
I
my
said,
mind.
I'm ready for this weekend.
Well,
and
that's
now
not-
that this is happening, I'm probably just gonna have to get my rocks off at like Dragon Con, which
Okay.
is so embarrassing.
So that's more carbon emissions because one's in where's Burning Man? Is
It's
it
in Nevada.
Nevada. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
In the
so
Black Rock Desert.
You're going to have to fly now to Atlanta. That's going to be more carbon.
Why do you
emissions.
live in Atlanta?
Why do I live in Atlanta?
No. Hello. Do you have your ears in?
No, well, it's the way you're speaking is a little odd to me.
It's
I'm not-
odd.
Odd, yeah.
Odd.
I think that you're because the Orgy Dome is no longer. Maybe you're a little pent up. Maybe you're.
Well,
That's
I am
Maybe
pretty
a little stressed, out.
And yeah, like I am frustrated, and like
Well,
some
just,
things need to be like rooted out, And so like
so
I
you're
get
coming
it.
to Atlanta for that.
I guess. I mean, I can just still wear my costume that I was gonna wear in the desert.
That's right. That's right. They don't have an Orgy Dome here, but
It's just different.
There are a lot of
like
orgies.
the vibes are just way off. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I'm looking for a certain type of orgy vibe in the desert.
yeah. You
that
want
just
desert
can't
orgy vibe.
Get. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you know what? I might be able to like get with some sand people if they were like from Star Wars. Like
Oh,
those
that'll
people
definitely
in
be
the
a Dragon Con.
desert.
That would be awesome.
Or stop by Home Depot on the way to the hotel. Get some bags of sand.
There you are.
Oh, like playgrounds.
There you are. Be careful. ICE is patrolling, but just look as white as possible.
Well, I'm pretty legal. So.
Also, there's the House Music Festival at Piedmont Park this weekend. House in the Park, so you can do that as well.
Yeah. Is there an orgy thing there?
There might
No,
be.
but there's some crazy stuff goes on in the trees. After
There are
midnight.
lots of little pockets of places in
Sure,
Piedmont that I've
absolutely.
like definitely like explored.
Yeah.
So
Well, thank you, Sarah.
yeah.
Sorry about it.
Okay.
You'll just have to find an orgy someplace else.
I know it's really annoying.
Summer was fun, but now it's time to reset and refresh your home for fall with Zerorez carpet and air duct cleaning. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $139. And we'll throw in a free hallway cleaning. Just mention WSB Radio. That's a whole lot of clean for a great price. Book your appointment today at ZeroResAtlanta.com and mention WSB Radio. That's ZeroResAtlanta.com. Zerorez, it's the right way to clean.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
If you are 50 or older, it is recommended that you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're an adult 19 to 49 with certain underlying medical conditions like asthma, diabetes, chronic heart disease, or COPD, vaccination is also recommended. Talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protectyourself. Furnished by the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
Those wire shelves in your closet are just a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Dave Baker for Artisan Custom Closets. At Artisan, we see it all the time. The wire shelves come crashing down. Clothes, shoes, bags are everywhere. It's a disaster zone. Save yourself before this happens to you. With a custom, spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to look at that clutter again. Your shoes, bags, clothes, accessories, all neatly organized and designed to stay that way. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
Hi, I'm Deborah Morton, host of Inside Georgia Real Estate, right here on 95.5 WSB. If you listen to my show each Saturday, we cover Atlanta's housing market and all things real estate related. So, whether you're buying your dream home or selling your current one, hiring the right agent is essential. The Agency Atlanta is the iconic brokerage that is revolutionizing real estate worldwide. We pair global resources with decades of hyper-local Atlanta market expertise to deliver results. If you're selling your home, we'll help you showcase your property and maximize your return. If you're buying, we'll guide you through every step to secure the perfect home for your lifestyle. Either way, we would love to earn the privilege of being your agent. So, if you're looking for that perfect Buckhead bungalow, that Alpharetta estate, an in-town condo, or suburban bliss, visit InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com today to connect with us at the Agency Atlanta. That's InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com.
news,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. It is happening now. A large protest outside the CDC in Atlanta.
What makes us great at CDC is following the science. And so let's get the politics out of public health.
WSB's Veronica Waters is there and has this live report.
Honks and cheers here at a rally for the CDC, and it's lining the sidewalk right in front of that drugstore where a disturbed conspiracist gunman killed DeKalb County police officer David Rose just weeks ago. Hundreds rallying here in support of 4 top CDC brass who turned in their resignations in what appears to be a coordinated effort. And with the scientists all saying that lives are at stake, I asked Dr. Deb Howery, who's Deputy Director and Chief Medical Officer, if she worries about who might now step into her shoes. She says she hopes this is a tipping point where the nation gets back its public health and the trust of the nation.
If I had the opportunity to come back and rebuild it, I would. If I was asked to come back and do what I was doing, I wouldn't.
Now, the doctors all say, again, lives are at stake, and hundreds here feel that people will die if something is not done to reverse what's happening since January, they say. Reporting live at the CDC in Atlanta, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
And, of course, this protest comes just one day after the surprise firing of the CDC director. There's also reaction today from a Georgia senator and the nation's health secretary.
Georgia Senator John Ossoff has been outspoken on the administration's handling of the CDC.
None of this bodes well for the health and safety of the American people.
Now the senator releasing a statement saying the administration's extremism and incompetence are putting lives at risk. The nation's health secretary, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., saying
the CDC is an agency that is very troubled for a very long time.
He says the move was necessary in order to change the culture at CDC. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
83 degrees in Atlanta. What's the timing for our next rain chance? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. New information today from Minneapolis police on evidence found at the scene of yesterday's shooting at a Catholic school.
During the processing of the scene at Annunciation Church yesterday, 3 shotgun shells were recovered, along with approximately 116 rifle rounds.
Chief Brian O'Hara says 2 kids were killed and 15 others were injured, along with 3 adults. He says the 23-year-old shooter was obsessed with mass murders. A 66-year-old man drowns on Lake Lanier. The Hall County Sheriff's Office says the body of Brent James Williams was recovered in about 12 feet of water using an underwater drone. He was reported missing near a private dock on Sportsman Club Drive.
The body was about 10 feet away from the dock, and it was submerged about 12 feet. And of course, at that point, it was dark.
B.J. Williams with the Hall County Sheriff's Office says one of Williams' tenants called 911 when Williams never returned from his evening swim. Foul play is not suspected. If you are fed up with rising insurance rates, help could be on the way. A special committee of Georgia lawmakers holds its first meeting today.
This insurance rate study committee is looking for ways to make insurance more affordable for hardworking Georgians.
State Rep Matt Reeves says they want to make sure people in Georgia are not bearing the brunt of unjustified rate hikes. He says they'll study how insurance companies set rates. Plans are in the works to modernize Georgia's outdated 911 system.
Officials say it's not if, but when Georgia will make the switch to the internet-based next-generation 911. Alicia Rucker-Wright with the Georgia Emergency Communications Agency says it can't come soon enough.
What we have found over multiple years is there are striking disparities across the state in the ability of 911 centers and what they're able to process and handle.
Some metro Atlanta counties like Cobb have made the transition to the more accurate and advanced system, but lawmakers are looking into how the transition will be funded, particularly in smaller rural areas. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
A messy afternoon commute this afternoon, Bill. We're still watching this travel advisory with ongoing emergency road work in Suwanee, 85 northbound, Highway 317, exit 111. That's in 2 left lanes. You're slow back to Highway 316, Satellite Boulevard, Beaufort Highway. Some alternates to save you some time there. Travel advisory number 2, Southside Perimeter. Stalled big rig. It's an oversized load, so this may take a little bit to clear. 285 west, the inner loop, past Flat Shoals, exit 48. Only 1 left lane is open there. You're slow back to Covington Highway. You can take 20 westbound toward downtown, but that's all jammed up from Glenwood Avenue to some trouble that's been clearing out of the HOV lane at Boulevard, exit 59. How is the ride through downtown Atlanta, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, now we're dealing with some trouble. 75
2585 northbound at Langford Parkway at 243. It's a stall at blocks 1 Center Lane, and then the brake lights continue getting past Peachtree Pine Street. 85 southbound, the heavy volume beginning at the Georgia 400 merge, stretching to I-20. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Mostly cloudy for this evening. Overnight lows falling to the mid-60s. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, mainly dry through the afternoon, high 85. A few light rain showers moving through for tomorrow evening. Scattered rain showers in the forecast for Saturday.
80 now in Decatur. It's 82 in Stockbridge and 82 in Smyrna. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Well, Jordan Hudson, Bill Belichick's relatively younger girlfriend.
Okay, not the famous singer.
We're not talking about that. Sorry.
No, I'm talking about it.
No, we won't be talking about that.
I know that you're 24 and you, are going to get all the money from Bill Belichick whenever he dies.
No, we won't be talking about that. Sorry,
but
no.
you can't tell people what they can talk about in the world.
Yes, I can. I'm his publicist. Thank you.
Yeah, but I'm
also his defense coordinator.
Okay, but I'm not.
I'm also a side linesman.
But I'm not trying. Whatever that is.
I'm also a greensman.
It would be great to see her on Monday with a headset on for that game.
Who's he play?
Look, I could do it. Watch. Look.
Look, she's ready.
She's doing it. She put a thing over her face so you can't see the play. Can't see. She took the play sheet and she put it over her face so you
She's a natural.
You're a natural at it.
See, what they're not really saying anything behind it.
So the company TCE Rights Management, which is managed by her, filed a trademark application for the term gold digger. I think this is tongue-in-cheek, I have to say. Obviously, you cannot copyright that. I mean, there was a big hit back in the 90s or early 2000s.
Yeah, I believe it's Kanye.
Was it? Yeah. So, I mean, you're not going to be. And gold digger has been around as a
term for a long time.
I think that they are joking around, but it's just so much more. It gets her back in it. Like, she wants to be famous so bad. That's really what's going on here. And he's 72 years old, and she's rocking his world. He doesn't care.
He's a loser.
Listen,
he's winning on and off the field.
Yeah, even if he loses on the field, he is 72 years old.
If you are 70, whatever, and you can only get this young person because of your money, you are a loser.
Yeah, but okay, that's fine. That's your judgment. But for him, as a man at 72, he is getting the royal treatment. And that's what matters. The reason that it doesn't matter how much, listen, I am a man and I have a man's brain. I understand how this thing is wired. And everything that she's doing behind closed doors is making sure that no matter how much her behavior is embarrassing in front of the public, it's not going to matter because he's 72. He's not going to live another 40 years. Who knows how long he's
had a
live.
birthday. He's actually 73 now.
He's 73 years old. So he is like, how many men my age are having this happen to them on a nightly
isn't he losing
basis?
the respect of his family?
He doesn't care about that.
Yeah, that's loser behavior.
That's good analysis. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just trying to explain to you that I know why he doesn't care about that, and she knows why he doesn't care about that. And I think that if she thought for a moment that he was beginning to have second thoughts, she would double down in such a way that he will never let her leave, because that's how this works. I can't understand what's going on. Occam's razor is going on.
Yeah, it's very obvious.
It's very, very simple what's going on. Now, if you have a female brain, I get it. Maybe you couldn't really wrap your mind around it. But any guy, now even people who have more morality or whatever and would never do it, which is most people in their 70s. But everybody who has better morality and would never do it still understands, as a 73-year-old man, why he doesn't care what you think about his girlfriend.
What I don't understand is, like, especially at that age, and not like even way before that, doesn't the shine of like whatever you're talking about him getting from her, right? Like that's got to be like, okay, well, it's just eventually,
nope.
Even like Cindy Crawford was cheated on. You know?
Yes.
It's like,
Yes.
isn't it like,
But
okay,
Cindy
big
Crawford-
deal. It's like,
Cindy
can't you get
Crawford-
this anywhere or do this anytime you want?
Cindy Crawford was cheated on by somebody who was probably 20 to 25 years younger than Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick can't just send this model back and know that he's going to get another.
But can he pay for it?
Well,
I mean,
why
that's what he's
would-
doing now.
Well, that's what we all do in the end.
Well, you know what I mean. Like,
but I would
I guess
say
there's scandal, like the chance of scandal if that happens.
I think. Well, I mean, Robert Kraft is still owning the Patriots, and he got in trouble for that kind of thing.
He sure
I
did.
think- I mean, when you got money, you just move on.
That's what I mean. Like, why do all this? Why risk your family just for some?
Because
like,
he doesn't
cat?
have to go online. He doesn't have to set it up every time. He just goes home. And then she
I know,
goes
but
like,
then you
and then
lose
she's
your
like,
fam
blah,
just for
blah, blah,
that,
blah, blah,
you
blah.
know?
He was never a family man. I saw him. It was funny. Years ago, I saw a thing on Bill
More loser.
Belichick. And literally, I think this was like in 2010 or 11. I don't know what it was. And he was giving a speech at his daughter's wedding. And, he's saying the words. But it's like you couldn't be more
Yeah, she's happy
detached.
and,
She's always been the one that is a sparkle
She's a
in
trooper.
my eye.
She's a real trooper.
And now she's probably
She's always given 110% out
she's
there. on the
at
field.
least she's 15 years old. She's at least 15 years older than my next girlfriend. But I mean, I don't think that Bill Belichick is a very family-ish man. I'll bet you that that family is freaking out because she might swoop in and take almost all the money.
Yeah. Because he's had multiple ex-wives now. Multiple ex-wives.
No. I think he has one ex-wife, and then he had the lady who was like in her 50s that he was
Oh,
with.
I thought he married her.
I don't think he married her. I think they were just together for a long time before this. And then
I think he's gone mad.
well, we'll see on Monday night if he can still coach. The evidence is without Tom Brady, he's not all that great.
Yeah.
So,
and I feel
we'll
like
see.
from a recruiting standpoint, looking at like UNC, if you're a young kid that wants to play college football, knowing this kind of history, I feel like this could either go one way or the other. Either going to be like, hell yeah, Belichick's, bagging a 24-year-old,
Right.
or you're thinking
he's losing.
or it's like this guy's losing it. I want to
think
go
that,
play for another
First of
school.
all, I think that outside of this Jordan Hudson thing blowing up the way that it has, I think if you want to go to the NFL one day, the idea of spending 3 or 4 years with Bill Belichick is going to get you ready for that. So I think that you would want to do that. But no one's talking about the possible upcoming scandal.
Oh yeah.
When, these people on these teams, they're kind of peers to her age. So she's older, but she's right at the age that you leave college, pretty much. So,
well, no, there's a player that's playing for Kentucky that's in his 7th year playing in college football.
So
it's like
if
it's insane.
something were to happen like that,
like the quarterback, or
then
something?
the whole thing could really blow up into a.
She'd be dumb to do it before the marriage proposal.
Is he going to marry her?
I'm
that
wondering
would
that
be
too.
hilarious.
That'd be kind of.
By the way,
go to that wedding.
That would be a wedding. They may need you to go because you know how you go to a wedding and there's like if you do it in a church, the families of one side, one side is going to be empty except for like a couple of assistant coaches he still knows.
Yeah, his mullet son would be there.
He's got 2 sons, right? And I think they're both coaching with him.
Yeah,
I know. So I don't know what they think about it, but they're with him every day.
It just feels like whatever you're talking about being a man, that's fine. It just feels embarrassing. Like I feel embarrassed for him.
Think of it this way, Autumn. Let's say that something was embarrassing to you, but also that embarrassing thing. What really? Let's get out of the sex world. What is the most like? If you could come home every day and slip into a hot tub. What makes you the most relaxed? Where you're like, oh, this is just me and the world, and there's nothing better than this. If you could imagine the best feeling in the world, and somebody said to you, okay, you now have access on a nightly basis to the best feeling in the world that you ever have, and that same thing is what's embarrassing you and hurting. You can give up that thing and you won't be embarrassed anymore, but you also won't have that best feeling you've ever had in the world on a nightly basis when you get home. Would you do that? Take sex out of it. Take sex out of it.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be an adult and have priorities. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Can I tell you something? As somebody who's getting a little bit older now, I'm at 73. and I'm not thinking in these terms, but you tend to get a little, what happens is as you get closer to the expiration date, is you begin to realize, what my neighbors think doesn't really matter.
It's not about
like my legacy, all of that.
And it's not about what I think.
Right.
I'm thinking about, let's put it back onto you. You, like Jane, will pretend that you haven't already murdered her and she's buried in
She's
your basement.
back home and she has made me a couple of very nice meals. Over
She
there.
did. You're finally eating better.
I'm finally eating actual food.
Okay.
That's why my energy is up.
Okay, good. That's good. Okay, so
I ate burritos for 2 straight weeks. Yes.
and like $70 DoorDash burgers.
DoorDash and then the frozen burritos upstairs.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
So yeah, let's say that.
Let's
you
assume
all of
my
a
wife is
sudden-
still alive and happy.
Of course.
Okay.
But let's pretend that you now start bringing around, a Yoko.
Right.
She's 24 years old.
Mhm.
She starts coming into the studio and like hanging out, and sitting there behind Tim.
Yeah.
And you go home and you get that great feeling you're talking about every night. But now you've estranged yourself from your sons.
Yeah.
And now people in the
Yeah,
all
that
of
would-
us
yes,
start
that-
like
of
talking
course.
and
But
that's embarrassing.
I think the person
that is embarrassing, and exactly what you're talking about would keep me from doing that. Aside
Right.
from a love for my wife, but if you,
Of course.
yes, that would keep me from doing it. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't think he was ever much of a family man. I don't
doesn't
think
matter
those
about the family
I don't
thing
think those things
either.
mattered to him. I don't think he doesn't care what his kids think of him.
Okay, but all right. Well, then maybe your sons don't care, okay? Or you don't
Right.
care what your sons
Well,
think.
my sons care very much. Thank you.
Okay, well, this is still pretend world.
They were the
We're
first
still
ones to
pretending.
call me and say, "Is Mom dead?"
They're like,
care.
"Are you sure she's home?"
Hold on, we got to take a break. We'll pick it up when we get back.
Okay, wait.
Let's say hello to Alex Williams. Alex says there's a travel advisory on 285 in DeKalb.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric and gang. Yeah, watching this stalled big rig oversized load 285 westbound, the inner loop past Flat Shoals, exit 48. Just one left lane is open as they try to figure out how to get this out of the roadway, and it's stacked up 285 back up into Clarkston. Take 20 westbound toward downtown, yet that's going to be slow as well with the crash just moved to the left shoulder on 20 westbound at Boulevard as you head into downtown. We've also been watching another travel advisory on I-85 in Swanee, Kobe Dawkins.
And that's correct, all due to road work. 85 northbound at Highway 317, exit 111. It continues to block 2 left lanes, but right now in the jam cams, I'm watching them pick up the cones, but still seeing heavy delays stretching to Highway 316. You can avoid it by using Satellite Boulevard or Buford Highway as alternates. And this report is sponsored by True Natural Gas. Bigfoot probably isn't true. He certainly isn't local. To see something both local and true, visit TrueNaturalGas.com. They're a local company with honest pricing and truly low rates. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
More local news.
Newton County authorities crediting the Georgia State Patrol ground stop at the airport. Meanwhile,
More traffic.
One crash on I-20 westbound.
More weather.
The tornado threat has appeared to come to an end for Henry County.
Atlanta's morning news.
Tomorrow morning at 5.
this is a complicated, controversial subject.
Wake up with 95.5 WSB.
How Atlanta starts its day.
Fall's almost here. That means football, tailgates, friends stopping by after school events. So make sure your home is guest ready. I'm Chris Chandler, and Wise Guys Pro Wash had my house, deck, driveway, even my roof looking brand new in just one day. Their soft wash protects your home from any chipping or peeling while making it shine. Their certified technicians will have your home looking its best for everybody coming by. So mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off at wiseguysprowash.com. Book now before the schedule fills up.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath. You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years at gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked!
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years. The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm, totally natural.
Sweet! Thank you! Thank you! High five, everybody! High five!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five!
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
2 houses, same neighborhood, nearly identical. But one had an orchard sign, and it sold for way more. So what happened? Well, the first homeowner used a traditional agent. And after weeks of sitting on the market, price drops, and mounting frustration, they settled for less than they'd hoped for. The second homeowner chose Orchard. Their local orchard agent didn't just list the home, they knew how to market it properly. They knew which upgrades would attract serious buyers, brought in pros to handle the prep, and positioned the home to sell for top dollar. And thanks to Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that homeowner moved into their new place before the old one even hit the market. No showings, no disruptions, no living in limbo. That's the difference. Never settle for less. Get more with Orchard. Start with a free home valuation at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
The end of summer doesn't have to be the end of your fun. Your backyard can be your family's happy place all year long in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy system, allowing you to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Shop our huge Labor Day sale with instant rebates up to $2,500 and special financing for 60 months. Hurry, offer ends September 3rd. Brown's Pools and Spas, celebrating 50 years of Brown'sPools.com.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier, the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT core body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Autumn, I think I can sum up Jordan Hudson, Bill Belichick's 24-year-old girlfriend, and her situation with him like this. She knows where her bread is buttered, and she makes sure that she butters that bread on a nightly basis.
Right.
Listen, I'm not confused about that.
Yes, but you're confused about why I just don't think he was ever close to his family. And
no, I'm
the ones who
confused.
aren't coaches. He got 2 sons that he keeps giving Nepo jobs to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yes.
Yeah. It's not just about the family. It's about being a human in the world and deciding, like, where your priorities lie.
Yes.
And it's strange that a man of that age with that much life experience would choose something like that when it's like, is that the only thing that has ever mattered, is getting that?
He probably already has
as far
everything.
as a man's brain is concerned. See, here's the thing about men. There are men. There are men who can.
There are idiots.
Civilize themselves.
Yeah.
No, all men are idiots when it comes to that. I mean, there's just, unless you've got some kind of like medical problem. All men are idiots when it comes to that. Now the question is, as a man, can you police yourself because you do care what people think, not because you want to grovel to them, because you want to be seen as a straight shooting
But even
fella,
for yourself,
you know?
like, don't you want something for yourself that, like,
Sure.
there's more to me?
Yes.
That, like, this doesn't. It's like,
Yes, but
just
every
because the
man has
opportunity
that.
is there,
But
it
every
doesn't-
man has that hamster on a wheel in his head that never goes to sleep. It's just a matter of, can you control it or not? And then as you get
Sometimes you have
closer,
to shake that hamster up.
as you get closer to the expiration date, in all things, I can tell
Up
you,
and
as
down.
I'm getting closer to the expiration date, a lot of things that a lot of protocols and traditions and rituals of life, you get to a certain age and you start going, what the hell's it all about? It really does happen. And so I can see where people kind of give that away. Now, Jared wanted me to ask you a question. So if you, what was it, $100 million?
Yeah, let's say if there was a 92-year-old gentleman about the same age difference as Jordan Hudson and Bill Belichick. He's worth $100 million. You know he's going to die in 5 years. Would you marry him for the money?
No.
I don't think she would.
No.
Not only for $100 million.
And here, let's throw one more.
He's a nice guy.
Wait, let's throw one.
He's a gentleman.
Let's throw two more things in. He's a very nice guy.
Okay.
And no kids. Never been married.
Wow.
You got no one to
gonna,
fight with.
Am
The
I
money
sleep
comes.
with him?
Yeah.
Then no.
Oh, you just like that. That's ageism, as far as I'm concerned.
I don't love this man.
No, because you think that you see. That's what it is.
No,
what you
it's
can't
not what
understand.
I think. It's what I know.
It's
If I do
it's
something
going to have
like
an
that,
old man smell, and you're not going to be able to deal
if
with
I
it.
do something like that, what am I teaching my kids about the value
Okay,
of
let's
women?
remove again. You have no kids. You have no kids. He has no kids.
Okay. I
There's
still,
no one- there's no
what
kids
am I,
to be
what am I
disappointed.
teaching myself about the value of my own value?
You're teaching yourself that in 5 years you got $100 million and a lifetime, a lot of runway in front
all
of
that
you.
you're going to need
$100
on
million?
a ride.
$1 million 100 times.
If I was 43
yeah.
and I had no children,
and he has no
prospects, no nothing.
He has no children either. There's no one to fight with. No one's mad at you in the family for taking the money. Nothing.
Take a ride on his PJ one time, and then take a ride on his private
What is
yacht.
PJ?
What's a
Private
PJ?
jet. No, private jet, a
it's
PJ.
PJ. All
Private
right.
jet. Come on, I think you need reconsidering
That's where
after
it
the PJ
starts.
and the
That's
yacht.
right. And he's like, how about if you're sitting there with him? He's like, you know what? Let's go have dinner in Italy. Hey, boom, get on the jet. Boom, you're trotting across. I think you'd be.
Well, I would love to answer, but
now you're going to be getting on the
both
PJ.
of you talking at me.
Get on the
she's
PJ.
riding the PJ.
Hey, we have until 7 p.m. Don't. What's the matter with you? We have time.
I keep trying to answer, and like both of you are yelling at me about like,
because
"Hey!"
you're wrong. Yeah, no, I didn't say you were wrong. I'm trying to explain it to you because you don't have a man's brain.
I'm talking about answering the question
Okay.
that Jared was asking me.
Well, we don't have
couldn't
time because the music. When we come
I
back,
know
what
that.
was the question? All right, you
It
think
doesn't
about it
matter.
through the brain. It does matter.
There's
you,
traffic. There's a mattress in lanes.
I know you. It was.
ladder.
I just revealed. I just revealed that you're an ageist, so now you're going to try to turn it on me and make me the bad guy. I get what's going on
I'm
here.
just glad that Alex Williams is not old, because otherwise I'd be like, who's doing this traffic?
Alex Williams says there's a jam, like jelly? No, the other kind of jam on 285 through Clarkston.
We'd prefer the other kind this afternoon, that's for sure, Eric. 285 southbound is cooked, leaving Clarkston down into DeKalb, down through DeKalb County, passing I-20 with this travel advisory. Stalled big rig. They just got it to the right shoulder, past Flat Shoals, exit 48 now. They're picking up the cones, but going to take a while for those delays to thin out. And a crash just cleared out of the left lane, heading out to Stone Mountain, Highway 78 eastbound at Mountain Industrial Boulevard. Not a fun one through downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
No, it's not. 7585 northbound is jammed starting at Langford Parkway, Highway 166, getting past Peachtree, Pine Street. Southbound rides, heavy volume beginning before the downtown merge, stretching to I-20. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Well, they said it was fixed, but was it? When TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling say it's fixed, it's really fixed. That's part of how they love your home. Hey, it's Chris Chandler, and these are the folks I trust in my home because of their attention to detail, expertise, and a job done right the first time. And to back it up, TE Certified offers a lifetime workmanship warranty.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
Call Zerorez Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning today and mention WSB Radio to get a free hallway clean with 3 rooms of carpet for only $139. Book online at ZerorezAtlanta.com. Zerorez, it's the right way to clean.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, it's happening now, a protest at the CDC in Atlanta.
We are heartbroken to have left, but we had to do it. We love you all. We will do what it takes now to be on the other side to support public health.
They're saluting top CDC officials who resigned after the firing of the CDC's director. The nation's health secretary says it was no surprise Susan Menares was fired. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says the agency needs an overhaul.
There's a lot of trouble at CDC, and it's going to require getting rid of some people over the long term in order for us to change the institutional culture.
He says the president has very ambitious hopes for the CDC. Georgia Senator John Ossoff today says the latest events at the CDC are more evidence putting a quack like Bobby Kennedy in charge of public health was a grave error. 83 degrees in Atlanta. When does the next rain chance arrive? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. New information today on the shooter behind yesterday's deadly shooting at a Catholic school in Minneapolis. U.S. Attorney Joe Thompson says the shooter hated everyone, including black people, Mexicans, Christians, Jews, and President Trump.
The shooter left behind hundreds of pages of writings that describe the shooter's plan, writings that describe the shooter's mental state, and more than anything, writings that describe the shooter's hate. Pure, indiscriminate hate.
He says the shooter was obsessed with killing children and wanted to watch them suffer. 2 kids were killed and 15 others were injured, along with 3 adults. Check your eggs. WSB health reporter Sabrina Cupid says there's a salmonella outbreak linked to large brown cage-free sunshine yolks or omega-3 golden yolks eggs.
The eggs in question have a sell-by date of July 1st through September 16th of this year. Consumers urged not to eat the recalled eggs. You want to toss them out or take them back for a refund. Also, wash any items or surfaces that may have touched the recalled eggs. And if you have symptoms, you want to call your doctor. Symptoms of salmonella illness include diarrhea, fever, stomach cramps. Symptoms usually start 6 hours to 6 days after swallowing the bacteria.
Nearly 100 people have gotten sick in 14 states, including Georgia. Grieving families are pleading for tips to finally solve a brutal cold case in DeKalb County.
This Saturday will be 8 years since Starlyn Henderson, her brother Stan, and his best friend Eric Robinson were gunned down in the men's apartment on Par 4 Court. DeKalb County DA senior investigator Jacques Spencer says the motive could have been robbery.
We believe there were multiple weapons used in this.
TK Williams, Robinson's little sister, tells me their families need peace.
Just get it off your chest. I know that is a very heavy thing to carry around for you for 8 years. I know it's scary, but it's just time for the truth to come out.
In DeKalb County, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Gwinnett police bust an auto theft ring that's been breaking into cars for years with hundreds of victims. Corporal Juan Matiedo says 4 men have been arrested.
They're being charged on the RICO status, all of them, and some of them are being charged with numerous amounts of entering autos, as well as other crimes related to that.
He says they were breaking into cars, taking credit cards, money, and guns. After more than 150 years in business, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution says it plans to stop publishing a printed newspaper at the end of the year. Publisher Andrew Moore says they'll be fully digital.
We know that's how people in Atlanta and throughout Georgia and frankly beyond are engaging with us every day.
He says about 40,000 people still receive a printed version of the AJC, mostly on Sunday. On the 62nd anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, the Atlanta Dream announced today they're wiping out $10 million in debt for over 3,500 Metro Atlanta families.
One of the things that we think is incredibly important is we believe that sport is a catalyst for social change. And so we really lean into the community that serves us.
Atlanta Dream CEO and President Morgan Shaw Parker on CBS says the families have debts ranging from $500 to $80,000 wiped out based on their need. It's now 4:34. It's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
And we got some better news on the south side perimeter, Bill. They finally got that stalled tractor trailer to the right shoulder, 285 westbound, the inner loop past Flat Shoals, exit number 48. But it has already done a number to the ride back up into Tucker and Clarkston, so that ride's just going to stay slow throughout the afternoon. New trouble out in Lithonia. Crash right lane, 20 eastbound, Turner Hill Road, exit 75. You're slow back to Panola Road. And believe it or not, still got right lane construction on the Stone Mountain Freeway, Highway 78 eastbound, passing Mountain Industrial Boulevard, exit 4. Finally, some better news on 85 in Swanee, Kobe Dawkins.
Oh, yeah. It's 85 northbound right at Highway 317, exit 111. Construction has cleared, but still seeing lingering delays back to Highway 316. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Mostly cloudy this evening, cooling down to the mid-60s for tomorrow morning. Mainly dry for tomorrow afternoon with cloudy skies, high 85. A few rain showers moving through for tomorrow evening and then continuing into Saturday morning and through the afternoon hours.
84 in Brookhaven, 81 in Union City, 79 in Emerson. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Guys, it's Eric. Save thousands right now at Georgia Spa Company on a new spa for your backyard. They've got great opportunities to save on saunas, cold plunges, swim spas, hot tubs, so much more. The Labor Day sale is happening now. They've got multiple Metro Atlanta area locations. Go to georgiaspacompany.com and check out their locations, find the deals, get you some relaxation in your backyard. georgiaspacompany.com.
When it comes to buying a vehicle, the name to remember is Jim Ellis Automotive. Hi, I'm Stacy Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. As Georgia's largest family-owned dealer group, we offer car shoppers unmatched advantages, starting with access to more than 5,500 new, certified pre-owned and pre-owned vehicles. With 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta and 17 top automotive brands, we have the selection you want and competitive pricing to fit your budget. But more importantly, we've made the buying process quick, easy, and convenient with the Jim Ellis Expressway. Visit one of our state-of-the-art showrooms for a top-tier customer service experience or shop from the comfort of home. Browse our entire inventory of more than 5,500 cars, trucks, and SUVs, calculate your payment, apply for financing, and even start your trade-in process online. It's car buying on your terms. And don't forget, Jim Ellis buys cars too. It's a safe and easy way to get maximum value for your car. To get started, visit JimEllis.com. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
If you've ever organized your closet only to have it look like a bomb went off in there 1 month later, then it's time to call Artisan Custom Closets. Reach-in closets, walk-in closets, pantry spaces, garages. With a custom spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to deal with all that clutter again. All your stuff neatly organized and designed to stay that way. Call the Closet Bomb Squad, Artisan Custom Closets. They'll diffuse your clutter and make it safe to enter your closet again. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Hey guys, you looking for a simple solution to hair loss this summer? We'll get Advanced Hair's breakthrough one-day treatment during their once-yearly summer savings event. It's Mark Aaron back with you. Check this out. Your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day, and Advanced Hair guarantees it will grow. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar during Advanced Hair's best offer ever. For details and free consultations, call 470-660-HAIR or online at advancedhair.com.
I'm almost getting to the point where I might become one of these people who's like, maybe I'll just leave the country. I don't know. It's just not the country that I fell in love with. It's just It's an ugly place. It really is. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. We actually have abundance. We have enough. We could have a rational society where people disagree, and but we just don't. And you could say what you want about Bill Belichick and his relationship. There's nothing, nothing as far as evilness involved that goes anywhere near any reporter that heads to Minneapolis and tries to get an interview with one of the kids who went through that horrific. They're just vultures. They're just vultures. And, I would not pass a law or anything, but I think the word complicit is too strong. I wouldn't use that word. But the coverage of these things, I have a feeling, it's a notion that the coverage of these things, because when I was growing up, these things didn't happen these things happened like once every 5 years or 7, sometimes 15, When I was a kid, people were still talking about the guy on the clock tower. And that happened, I think, in the late 50s or early 60s or something, And this stuff is just happening all the time now. And there could be a million reasons, not just our kids. Everybody's on some kind of feel-good drug. I don't know what that does.
The major one happens every 2 months.
Yeah, it's just insane. It's just insane. And part of it seems to be that they're, somewhat oddball people, kids in society, teenagers, and they're like, oh, people think I can't have an effect on this world. Well, I will. Well, they want infamy to a certain degree. The teenage mind, by the way, if you remember back to being a teenager, the fact that you're not there doesn't really compute, so
because you're not fully developed.
The individual shooter of any of these things isn't, if they take their own life or they're taken out during the thing, they're not there to get to, in their own worldview, reap the benefits of the infamy. But you know who is? The next one who's going to do it. And it's, CNN, Fox, MS, whatever the hell they're calling themselves these days. They just go on. And when I see it, I don't know. Am I just so different from everybody else? I just see reporters sitting down with what have to be, this is 24 hours out, a little more, and actually sitting down with these, in my mind, re-traumatizing these kids for ratings.
While preparing for the show today, anytime they covered this story, I switched over to some of the 24-hour news loops just because it's so difficult to keep hearing it. And tragedy.
But they're vultures.
Yes.
They live for this. You look at like the uniform changes. Like, hey, all right, go to Minneapolis. Let's get we think we got a line on a couple of children who went through this that you can get an interview with. And it's like, hey, ditch the suit and tie. This isn't one of those stories. Just put on a regular, short sleeve shirt and, you're sitting on the picnic bench with the kids in the back. I mean, it is so, to me, I find it so vulture-like, so exploitative. I mean, everything in this country is just going, not everything, obviously, but a lot. It's just insane. We're just an insane country. It's like the thing between Trump and the CDC. Trump is performative. He's performing. And then I look up on the monitor and it's like these people who resigned because the other lady was fired. They held a press op kind of thing where there was like a rally and they walked out of the building and they're like smiling. And so they're performing.
Yeah, Veronica Waters, our very own, was down there covering it.
They're performing. Trump's performing. They're performing. None of it is organic. None of it is real. It's just everybody wants to be, I don't know, infamous, famous, a martyr. Nobody just wants to, I think I'll just do a lot of hard work today. And nobody will notice. But if I do that every day, I'm going to get myself to a point where I'll be proud of myself for what all that's gone. All our kids want to be influencers. 99.9% of them aren't going to make it. You know, why? This country, when I was growing up, was not perfect. There are a few things these days that I think are better. I think it's better that gays are more accepted. I think it's better. A lot of things are better. But the day-to-day way that people deal with each other, and we have this media that will just swarm down on a story like this. It makes me sick to my stomach that when I see a reporter a day after this thing happens talking to a 7 or 8 year old who made it through this horrific thing.
And they all do it. I mean,
they all do it because you have to, because if you don't, your competitor's going to go do it. But so we all do it. That means what? We're doing it for ratings, not doing it for understanding at all. There's nothing about their next panel of 5 people that they talk to that's going to get us as a society any closer to getting our arms around this. I just gotten to the point where it's like, maybe how's Tahiti? Look up Tahiti. Can I get into Tahiti? Can I do the show from Tahiti and not have to worry about Putin or anybody? Will they let me in? That's my question. I don't know if they'll let me in.
They might let you in. They might not let you out.
Oh, that's the whole thing. But if you're a hostage on a beautiful, sort of
it's
beachy,
a gilded cage.
Yeah, it's a gilded cage. It certainly is.
I just asked Gemini where the top places Americans are immigrating, and it's.
I'm not going to that place that J.D. Vance went to, that Corkland or whatever it is. I don't know where everybody's going.
Your top
all these
5
rich people
are Mexico, Canada, Australia, Ecuador, and France.
I'm on Tahiti.
I mean, honestly, though, how much do you encounter not on the TV?
No, I know that, but I'm just saying there is a tension. There's a tension and a stress level that is just everybody that nobody wants to turn it down, because turning it up somehow lets individuals or parties or whatever, it lets them get ahead. The way that our leaders have pitted people against each other, don't think that this was natural or organic. It's called divide and conquer. It's an old concept.
And keep the poor down.
Well, the poor, that's important. That has to be done. It's been done since the beginning of time. We got to keep the poor down.
But
they might come up and take some of our money.
We were talking about the romanticized version of the United States was like we were trying to do that differently.
What do you mean?
That we were trying to not keep the poor down. We were trying to make it so that even the poor could rise and become something and make it.
I mean, I think that's some of that is romance. I'm not trying to say that everything was greater when I was growing up or my formative years or whatever. But it wasn't this, and this is awful. It's like I remember like when a story like this would happen in the 70s, it was so out of nowhere. Like people are, what? We have actually gotten to the point, and it's natural, where we think of these things as like tornadoes or earthquakes. They're going to happen. Some people are going to die. It probably won't be you, but it might be you. I mean, that's kind of
we're desensitized.
We're thinking of them like natural disasters now. They happen so often. And then everybody just goes into their own. Another thing that disgusts me are opinion people who use it to say, I told you so, whatever point of view they have. Whatever it is, whether it's gun control or the drugs or whatever it is, that to me, that's another, like you're sick. You're sick if you're using this to say to the world, I told you so. Anyway, Alex Williams says I-20 is slow both ways into downtown.
Yeah, I think we're looking at a precursor to a busy weekend in Atlanta, Eric. 20 eastbound stacks in West Atlanta from Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, or even before so, just past Holmes Drive, getting to the downtown connector, with 20 westbound delays starting at Glenwood Avenue over to downtown as well. Also a crash moved to the left shoulder, 20 westbound at Boulevard, adding to those delays. Outside the perimeter on the west side, 20 westbound, brake lights find you right around Riverside Parkway, exit 46, braking free once you get past Lee Road, exit number 41. How's I-20 looking over in DeKalb County, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, a little bit of better news on 20 eastbound right at Turner Hill Road, exit 75. Crash cleared off to the right. However, you remain slow back to Panola Road. Westbound rides are slow as well as you pass Panola Road getting to I-285. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It pays to have the WSB radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
That's awesome.
The WSB 5K a day bonus Blitz. 5 chances every weekday to win $1,000. The WSB 5K a day bonus Blitz.
Your next chance to win is at 5 p.m.
That's amazing.
From 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB radio app now.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and for over a decade, I've trusted America's Best Choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks.
That's right, Dale. When the summer is hot, America's Best Choice will keep your home cool with premium energy-efficient windows starting at just $299. No pressure, no gimmicks. Go to abcwind.com to schedule a free in-home estimate today. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
A DUI conviction might cost you your license. Get the DUI lawyer, GeorgeStein.com.
Remember that first paycheck when you started working all those years ago? You looked at the net amount and thought, whoa, what happened here? Ah, the joy of taxes. It could be this way with your retirement accounts. You know how much you've saved, but if you haven't planned for Uncle Sam, you could come up short in retirement. With tax laws constantly changing, there's a lot you need to know to make sure you're not paying more than your fair share. Financial advisor Mark Lloyd and the Lloyd Advisory Group can help you create a plan that shows you how taxes could affect you now and in the future. Set up your tax strategy session with Mark and the team at the Lloyd Advisory Group now. Call 770-766-5611. That's 770-766-5611. Make sure you know how these changes could affect you so you can avoid some of those whoa moments in retirement. Call 770-766-5611. Insurance products and services offered through Lloyd Advisory Group. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
Hey homeowners, it's Eric Erickson here. Do your windows and doors stick? Are you noticing cracks in the drywall or the brickwork? You might have a big problem. Serious issues need the serious experts at Engineered Solutions of Georgia. Their skills are unmatched, as are their foundation solutions. When these guys repair a problem, it's the last time you'll have to worry about it. Done once, done right. Start today with a free inspection. Go to ESOGrepair.com. That's ESOGrepair.com.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
At Shane Company, we've been engagement ring experts for almost 100 years. We have the largest selection of diamonds and gemstones in stock. You don't have to wait to compare them side by side. Find the one that speaks to you at shaneco.com or in store. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
If you are 50 or older, it is recommended that you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're an adult 19 to 49 with certain underlying medical conditions like asthma, diabetes, chronic heart disease, or COPD, vaccination is also recommended. Talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protectyourself. Furnished by the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
Well, I'm not sure if Eric thought we were in the long break or not, but Autumn, you and I are holding things down. Hey, it's our show now. We can do whatever we want.
All right.
Because there's
Let's
no air.
get back to the real topics.
The real deal.
I'm not going to yell at the sky and say, Why is the sky this way? It used to be different when I was younger.
I know. I'm so angry. I was telling him as he was walking out of the studio how there's a lot of good things to be happy about. How there's college football is this weekend. You've got Dragon Con this weekend. You've got all these great things. Come on, Eric, come join us. We're talking smack about you. Come
all right. If I leave you for a moment, you're going to be talking about what's happening in ATL. Who gives a damn?
I was trying to go somewhere else.
How much did I miss? All I did was walk down the hall and whiz.
About a minute. It's fine. We're just talking about how there's some good in the world. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, you're trying to.
I'm trying to sugarcoat.
I was not going to talk about it.
Well, that's what you were dragged into.
Jared's toxic positivity.
That's what you were dragged into.
I had to counteract it.
If there's any such thing as toxic positivity, Jared does have
for
it.
sure. For sure.
I mean,
definitely
what are you really like?
Oh, I'm angry.
I mean, what? Yeah, we got to get Tina drunk one night and say, so tell us about the other side of Jared. You've seen him. You've been around long enough. Surely he can't do his positivity performance all the time in front of you.
I think the big thing for me is when I meet somebody new, and why I'm naturally an extrovert with people is I usually give people a lot of trust right away.
Yeah.
When people cross me or they do something wrong,
yeah,
and my viewpoint on them changes, then I'll get very
sometimes
negative.
you're so positive that you'll jump on some kind of like corporate BS thing, like it's real.
Like what?
I don't know. Hey, it's the check. We're going to have a checkers tournament.
It's an ice cream social.
Yeah, it's like
I don't even like ice cream.
You know what I'm talking about. Now, if you guys
apple bobbing contest.
If you guys had any real sense of humor when we came back and I wasn't here, someone would have said, well, obviously, he went to Tahiti. Alex Williams says 285 South is still slow through Clarkston.
Just really been taking it on the chin on the east side perimeter this afternoon, Eric. 285 southbound jams in just south of La Vista Road, and you stay slow getting down to Glenwood Road and I-20 due to that earlier trouble south of I-20 that has since cleared. If you're traveling 285 westbound, the outer loop on the north side, you hit the brake pedal just before Ashford Dunwoody. Stay slow over to I-75, then sluggish both ways on the west side between I-20 in the Smyrna Vinings area. We've been watching some brake lights heading out towards Stone Mountain, Kobe Dawkins.
And that's correct, all due to construction. Highway 78 eastbound past Mountain Industrial Boulevard, exit 4. That work zone's blocking one right lane, causing heavy delays back to I-285. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any H system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Avoid the stress of listing your home on the market and sell your home fast for all cash with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I've served homeowners like you for nearly 30 years and have helped over 67,000 satisfied clients. And I know what matters most, a quick sale and maximum profit. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied, it's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The ristoranti, I mean restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria, and of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Ah, bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and save up to 40% off, plus kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Your friends at Steel Horse Law are motorcycle injury lawyers who ride. They've mastered safely riding our Georgia roads, and they've mastered the unexpected twists and turns of Georgia law. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler for Steel Horse Law, the Stein and Karen Law Group. With all the changes in Georgia law, you need the most experienced local motorcycle injury law firm to protect your rights. You can trust them on the road and in the courtroom. Get a free case evaluation at steelhorselaw.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Those wire shelves in your closet are just a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Dave Baker for Artisan Custom Closets. At Artisan, we see it all the time. The wire shelves come crashing down. Clothes, shoes, bags are everywhere. It's a disaster zone. Save yourself before this happens to you. With a custom, spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to look at that clutter again. Your shoes, bags, clothes, accessories, all neatly organized and designed to stay that way. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. Drama at the CDC. A protest in Atlanta today after the sudden firing of the director and the resignation of other top officials.
The U.S. Public Health Service Commission Corps lined up to salute 3 CDC leaders who just resigned together in solidarity. Among them, Dr. Dan Jernigan, who led the Center for Emerging and Zoonotic Infectious Diseases. He fears the impact of the distrust of public health officials.
Mothers, children, they all need to be protected, and if we cannot let the science lead us, we may end up with policies that are not in the best interest of patients.
Ex-Deputy Director Dr. Deb Howery says she would love to have her job back, but not under what she calls this CDC.
I hope this is a tipping point to where we get our public health back, that we get the trust of the nation back.
In Atlanta, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
And the developments at the CDC are getting a lot of attention in Washington, D.C.
Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff has been outspoken on the Trump administration's handling of the CDC.
As we speak, the world's flagship disease control agency is in chaos.
Now Ossoff releasing a statement saying the firing of the head of the CDC is just more evidence that putting a quack like Bobby Kennedy in charge of public health was a grave error.
A lot of trouble at CDC. It's going to require getting rid of some people over the long term in order for us to change the institutional culture.
In addition to the director leaving, several other high-level leaders have decided to resign. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
83 degrees in Atlanta. When do rain showers arrive, and does it continue into the weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Investigators uncover new clues today in the investigation of the deadly Catholic school shooting in Minneapolis. U.S. Attorney Joe Thompson says the motive is still not clear, but he says writings from the suspect suggest he was fueled by hate.
The shooter was obsessed with the idea of killing children. The shooter saw the attack as a way to target our most vulnerable.
The shooter fired 116 rounds from a rifle into a church where kids were praying. 2 kids died. 15 others were injured, along with 3 adults. Governor Kemp orders the state flag to fly at half-staff until sunset August 31st to honor the 2 young students killed and others injured in the shooting in Minnesota. He asked for continued prayers for the victims and their families. Something new to save lives in Atlanta. Here's a report all new at 5 o'clock.
Metro Atlanta Ambulance Service is now equipped with a pre-hospital blood transfusion program offering coverage in Cobb, Bartow, and Paulding counties. Clinical Services Director Rob Bazizovich says
blood will be given to patients who meet certain criteria who are suffering from traumatic hemorrhagic shock.
Those cases are usually shootings, stabbings, or car accidents. They've already been called in to assist in 4 incidents. He says this will help them save lives when seconds count. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
A man dies during his nightly swim at his dock on Lake Lanier.
The body of 66-year-old Brent James Williams is recovered near his private dock on Sportsman Club Drive hours after his tenant noticed he didn't come home from his routine evening swim.
And she found all of his belongings, but no sign of him, so she called 911.
Hall County Sheriff's Office spokeswoman B.J. Williams says rescue crews used an underwater drone to find his body in 12 feet of water, just 10 feet away from the dock. She says no foul play is suspected, but an autopsy is being conducted to confirm it's a drowning. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
An 8-year-old boy is found dead in a neighborhood swimming pool in DeKalb County. Police confirmed the boy was discovered in the pool at 750 North Indian Creek Drive hours after he was reported missing. It is not clear how long he had been in the pool. If you think you're paying too much for insurance, relief could be on the way. A special committee of Georgia lawmakers holds its first meeting today with a clear goal in mind.
To make sure that Georgia insurance customers are not bearing the brunt of unjustified rate hikes.
State Representative Matt Reeves says they'll study how insurance companies set rates. It's now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
All right, Bill, still going to refresh this ride to the northern suburbs because we're still watching the delays. 85 northbound between Duluth and Suwanee. The roadwork's long gone up there at Highway 317, exit 111, but still seeing the brake lights back toward the 316 split where people have been bailing off using 316 eastbound as an alternate. That's caused that to stay slow for the trek out into Lawrenceville. Toughest part of the ride on 400 northbound, it's in Sandy Springs, leaving 285, but once you get past the North Springs MARTA station, it gets better for the ride up into Roswell and Alpharetta. What's I-75 looking like through Cobb County, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, 75 northbound is sluggish, starting at Delk Road, getting into Kennesaw to Chastain Road. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies this evening, temperatures falling to the mid-60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mainly dry, high 85. The rain showers will arrive tomorrow evening, just in time for Football Friday kickoff. Saturday morning, scattered rain showers with lows in the mid-60s. The rain will continue through the afternoon with a high of 78. The best chance of rain is going to be along and south of I-20 as well as I-85. Scattered rain showers will continue for Sunday and Monday.
79 in Alpharetta, 78 in Fayetteville. It's 82 in Suwanee. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with this hour's keyword for the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. Did we always call it the bonus blitz, or is that because we're going into the football season?
We always called it the bonus blitz.
I forget these things. But anyway, this hour's keyword for the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz is bling. B-L-I-N-G. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/cash for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is bling, B-L-I-N-G. Use it in a sentence. If Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings has a mouthful of bling.
Yes, there we go.
All right. Anything else I got to do? Use it in a sentence? Okay, did it? Okay.
No, you're good.
Very
Listen,
good.
check.
Right.
Country of origin?
United States of America.
I got to say that I just had this other thought as I was musing about maybe moving to Tahiti because this country's losing its brains or whatever. I don't know. It just seems like a country full of lunatics to me compared to the one that I grew up in. And but then I remembered that the great painter Paul Gauguin, he went to Tahiti for the same reason. He wanted to get away from European culture and all the day-to-day stuff. And he got there, and the whole island had syphilis, and he got bit by these flies that gave him all kinds of skin diseases. So, it's not necessarily.
You got to weigh your pros and cons.
The grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Yeah. There's always pros and there's always cons.
That's true. There are pros.
But hey, I mean, right now, if you were broadcasting from Tahiti, it's only 11 in the morning there.
Oh, look, so
nice.
but that's okay. I like the idea. I kind of like the idea of waking up, going to work, getting it done, having the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could just get your whole days over with, basically.
It's 11:07 there in the morning?
Yes, it is.
So I'd be done by 1 every day
That's
in the
right.
afternoon, and then I could go out there and
be 9 to 1.
And I could sit on the beach and have those flies bite me like Gauguin.
It's French Polynesia.
Yes.
So
yeah.
If that means
anything. Do I got to talk to Macron to get to
Oui.
get over there?
You might
Sure
need
do.
to learn some French. And then they will be mad at you for not knowing how to speak French.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's French Polynesia, but that just means that's colonialism. Doesn't mean that they all speak French. I don't know what language.
Well, their government speaks French, right? And so they probably speak French, but like their
Possibly.
mother's tongue may be different.
Yeah. What's the Is Polynesian a language in and of itself? I don't know. I'm being totally transparent in my ignorance on that. Not afraid of that.
I believe
one man can't know everything. Yes.
They speak French and Tahitian.
Autumn. It wasn't on purpose. He just had the information and he gave it.
I know. I didn't say anything.
Autumn, I saw her, but the camera was on you. I saw the
Yeah,
response.
always
I saw the response.
She's learning.
The donut is not happy with the sausages. I can tell you that right now.
It's annoying.
It is. So
why? What do we do?
Because
Talking
we
too
keep.
much.
What was that again?
I heard it on. I heard it.
I think it's because we keep speaking over. So you were saying, my dear.
I was just going to say the same thing
Yeah,
George said, which is fine.
Oh,
I get it.
oh, he stole it from you.
No,
He's
it's
stealing your
fine.
material.
It's just another example. It's just, it really started earlier when Jared asked a question and then it really was left unanswered because both of you were like, blah, blah, blah.
I know, but that one was a little bit of crunch on time. He asked the question and the music started playing.
That's true.
So
I understand.
let us off the
I'm annoyed.
hook.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay to be annoyed.
We're
Sometimes
just
I'm annoyed.
guys. Come on, we're just bros. Come on, we're hanging out.
No, don't put me in that category.
Come on, bro.
I am not a bro.
He's like, I'm willing to work with you against Autumn,
Yeah,
but not
come
like
on.
you.
On my terms.
Eric, you're my bro, man. Dude, come on.
I am.
High five, man.
Eric
Come on.
Von Hessler is no one's bro.
Never a bro.
Never a bro.
Well, bra.
Not a bra, not a bro. I'm friends. I have friends. I have confidants. Big words.
You have
Confidant.
brothers.
I have brother. What? I have brothers in. Well, I mean, I don't have real brothers. They're all dead. Thanks a lot. Autumn, for bringing that up. All my brothers are saying, "Wow, she's really."
Hey, remember
I'll tell
that?
you, she really got me back.
Yeah.
That was kind of an intellectual shivving that went
I
on
really
right
didn't
there.
know that they had all
Yes, they've all passed.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
obviously.
thought there was one at least.
No.
Wow, to see
They
you have
have
like
all-
a barn full of brothers.
Yeah. I had.
Well, how
I
many
had.
did you have? Like
I had
three?
3 older brothers.
Yeah.
And
then
they
you
were
had
all
like
much
secret
older than me.
sisters.
Well, now I've met my secret sisters. So now I do have more sisters. So I used to have one sister in my mind. I had one sister and one brother left. Now I have one brother and 3 sisters left. So I've gained on the female side, but all of my older brothers, 2 of my older brothers had a kidney condition that we kind of always knew was going to be out there and probably they weren't going to live very long lives. And then my oldest brother just lived a party life. And so they're all gone. Now I'm all depressed. Thanks a lot, Autumn.
Well,
I never liked them. I got to be
hang out
honest.
with me. I'm annoyed. You're depressed.
Yeah, we're having a hell
This
of
is
a
why
day.
we're interrupting you, so we prevent moments like this from happening.
Yeah, maybe if we would have talked over her, she wouldn't have put the host into a funk.
How come you're not doing your job?
All right, it's time for opinions and such because this is a radio show.
Yeah.
And so I got a couple of opinions. Here's one. Buffalo Wild Wings wouldn't hire Georgia woman because she wears long skirts. So she was because of her religion.
She's over in Douglasville.
Yeah, okay, in Douglasville she wears skirts, long skirts. It's part of her religion. And she won the case because they wouldn't hire her.
$47,500.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. I got to tell you, I disagree with this. I disagree with this. I think you can make choices. Now, look, I'm not, obviously, religious beliefs are protected, and that's fine. But to me, what that means is you can't be persecuted because of your religious beliefs. And there's not getting a job at Buffalo Wild Wings, to me, does not fall under persecution. And so I feel like it's like, so are we saying that there can't be theme restaurants anymore? This is a weird thing.
I was thinking that it was because of like food safety or like tripping hazard. Like you can't wear a skirt. You can't wear your, modesty skirt when you're working in a iron factory.
Right,
because
because
your
you'll
skirt
be
might catch on fire.
Or like a thrasher's around you. You'll be thrown into the thrasher and come out the other side.
I feel like that's why
Maybe
you can't wear a skirt.
I've never been to Buffalo Wild Wings.
I don't
never
think
been to
it's a
B-dubs?
sexy girl. It's not like a sexy lady.
Yeah, it's not like a
waitress place.
Hooters or what's the
No.
other one? Twin Peaks.
No, it's not like that. I don't believe.
I gotta all you have to do as a waitress or waiter is, be able to serve the wings and sling a couple beers or two, and you're good to go.
Okay, but they do have a uniform, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
It's probably
yeah, they
like
do.
short pants or something, or like
It's probably just black pants
Right,
and then
yeah.
a shirt that makes
I think it's a
sense.
yellow shirt with black pants.
And for me, it's like I just think if you make certain decisions in your life, and that's good for you, and that's what America's supposed to be, that you can live your life with it. I'm all for that, and I'm always going to be there on the side of protecting that. But there is this thing, and young people these days sometimes suffer from this same thing of the world needs to bend to me. That's not realistic. There's 8 billion people in the world. It's on you. Yeah, I know. You didn't ask to be born. Guess what? Neither did your parents. No one did. So you just woke up one day and here you are. And the way to look at the world is, boy, the world's doing this thing. Where do I fit? Like, how can I tap into the energy of the world and use that to help propel me to where I want to go? The idea that the world is going to bend to you and your particular worldview, I find, and it kind of annoys me that courts are coming along and saying now, so basically, let's just say what it is. Now, in reality, most people will wear the uniform, but in the state of Georgia, from this day forward, no restaurant can have a theme or a uniform because nobody's religious garb looks like any fast food or fast casual restaurant's uniform. So it's really, I mean, I would appeal that if I was Buffalo Wild, but they probably won't. They're a corporation. And in order to, the number one skill that you need to be a CEO these days is that you will fold like a deck chair. You know, it won't look good on X. Okay, well, let's do the wrong thing. I would appeal this.
Absolutely.
I think as a business, you have a right to have a uniform. And the fact that they're not a Hooters or a Twin Peaks that says you have to kind of like be sexy, even bolsters their case. Why do they have to like, so what if somebody comes in and just says, you know, I'm some kind of religion you never heard of, and I have to have a mohawk?
How much did they say they paid this person?
Almost
$50,000.
Almost $50,000.
That seems like pretty low if you think about it.
Well, it's a precedent, and that's what matters in law.
For this young woman, it certainly changes her life, getting an extra $47,500.
Well, look, her lawyer's
that's not that much money.
Her lawyer's going to take half of it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so she's getting probably, and then the taxes. She'll be lucky to walk away with $12,500.
That's some money in your pocket there.
I was like, and then I'm going to give it all to the Lord.
But it's not. Yeah, but it's not generational wealth. I'm not being elitist here. I mean, obviously, $12,000. Been plenty of times in my life where if $12,000 fell from the sky, I'd be able to get a hold of that dog and
yeah,
put it in a pen.
You could buy a purebred that doesn't bark.
The purebreds not bark.
Purebreds don't bark.
Yeah, we bred the barking right out of it. Alex Williams says the ride is, we can't use the term stacked and packed every day. We got to come up with something else. It's all higgledy-piggledy downtown.
And not looking good. It is ugly, that's for sure, Eric. 85 southbound. You find the brake lights right at North Druid Hills, 400 from Lenox, 75 south slowing now before Howell Mill Road, exit 252, and it is staying very slow all the way down to I-20. No crashes in the way, just lots of brake lights. 75, 85 northbound jams in, Highway 166 Langford Parkway. The relief from that comes over once you get up to 10th Street there in Midtown. Then a little slow, 85 northbound, passing the Georgia 400 merge, but it improves as you make the trek up through northeast Atlanta. What's I-20 looking like trying to get into downtown, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, 20 eastbound, the volume begins at Holmes Drive, getting to the downtown connector, 75, 85, and on the East Freeway, 20 westbound, it's slow leaving East Atlanta, getting into downtown. And this report is sponsored by Blindster.com. Blindster.com is a family business making custom blind shades and shutters. Give them a try and see why over 1 million windows have trusted Blindster. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
WSB is your home of the Dogs. Georgia football launches the 2025 campaign this Saturday versus the Thundering Herd of Marshall University.
I call it the upset conference. That's what Sunbelt does. Everywhere they go, they play people.
Pre-game coverage starts at 11:30. Kickoff at 3:30. Only on your home of the Dogs, 95.5 WSB. Brought to you in part by Hoffman Financial Group, official partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
This is Scott Slade, and see if this fits you. You've just gotten an exorbitant estimate for repairs on your beautiful European car, or you're ready to cut the tie with the dealer. You need to check out Wolf Pen European Auto Repair in Roswell. Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, BMW, the certified technicians at Wolf Pen will have your European car or SUV running at top performance and safety without sky-high pricing. And to get to know you better for a limited time, mention you heard about Wolf Pen on the radio and get a free second opinion on repairs. Just search Wolf Pen in Roswell.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed. Chris, every week on the show, we offer folks something we call the Portfolio X-Ray. I was hoping you could walk us through that process and tell us why the information it uncovers is so powerful.
Yeah, so the reason we love doing the Portfolio X-Ray for you is we do that behind the scenes. Everybody's extremely busy. Nobody wants to waste time in traffic. If you call in, we will ask you for some information via the phone. Once you've given us that information, we go to work and we put all the hours in developing the report. And I commit this to you. The Portfolio X-ray is eye-opening. At least 90+% of the time, we can find 2 or 3 golden nuggets in there that you were not aware of that we can either change in your current portfolio mix for you. It's called a 401k optimizer. Or if we manage the assets for you, we certainly can recommend how to diversify away from some of the troubling points that are exposed during the Portfolio X-ray. Once we've got that, then we'll have you in for your initial consultation. We will present the Portfolio X-ray to you and walk you through the high points of it. And that's a document that you get to take with you. It's like getting a financial physical. So how many of you avoided going to the doctor for the annual physical last year? You do the same thing with your financial life. You ignore it. You keep pumping money into your 401k. You hope that it's going well, and I can tell you that hope is not a good investment or financial planning strategy. You need to know. So if you want to know, call us.
The Portfolio X-ray is complimentary. Give Hoffman Financial Group a call to schedule yours today. 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
Trust is not just a word, it's an experience. When your home needs service, you can trust TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. TE is the company I trust to fix any problem once and for all. Their 5-star customer experience means easy online scheduling, friendly technicians, and a lifetime workmanship warranty, so I can just sit back and relax.
TE certified, we love your home.
All right, my program director has to back off. I have to talk about this.
I mean, it's the biggest deal. It's the highest guaranteed non-quarterback contract in NFL history. This is a big deal.
I don't have to justify it. I'll just say I thought I should do it on my show. That's all. But Micah Parsons, Jerry Jones is losing his mind, but I think Jerry Jones won on this one. Jerry Jones, but if you don't know, is the half-crazy owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
And general manager.
He's just aging. You know, he's just, this happened before with who was the Raiders?
Oh, the head guy. That's right. I'm blanking on his name.
Well, but in your life, he was that guy. But in my life, when I first, in the 70s and 80s, and like, he was a genius. He was a football. He used to coach the Raiders.
Al Davis.
Al Davis. But toward the end of his life was the one you knew as you were coming along. He was just batty. He was just batty and living in another age. So if you don't know, Micah Parsons is considered to be, top 3 in the position that he is.
Edge rusher.
He's only in his 3rd year, 4th year coming up. 3rd or 4th year coming up.
He's in his 5th year.
Is he in his 5th year?
Yeah, that's why it's such a big deal with the contract.
So they wouldn't pay him, but Green Bay Packers have traded for him, and they traded 2 first-round picks.
And a player to be named later.
And what's the guarantee of money?
The Packers just paid him $188 million. 136 of it is guaranteed.
So I don't see the Green Bay Packers as only an edge rusher away from being in the Super Bowl. If I'm the GM of the Packers, it's like, I don't quite know what I have at quarterback yet. Seen some very good stuff and seen some not so good stuff in the last 2 seasons. I could see it if you're Baltimore with Lamar Jackson, Buffalo with Josh Allen, maybe the Chargers with Justin Herbert. These quarterbacks who are obviously above and beyond, and you just know if the right team, they can take you to the promised land. I don't see Green Bay as that. If I'm the GM of that team, so everybody's like, oh, Jerry Jones just lost this great player. Jerry Jones now has 3 number 1 picks in the next 2 years, and he's off the hook for $136 million for one player. I'm not so sure that I do think that Jerry Jones is going batty, but I'm not so sure that he didn't win it. We'll see. I don't follow Green Bay that much. Also, here's on the other side with Dallas Cowboys. You let this great player go in the same conference?
Yeah,
so that if you have
crazy.
a good year and you end up in the playoffs, you're almost certain that you will face the Green Bay Packers. Why not send him to the A? I just don't. Maybe nobody in the AFC would give him that much. Maybe it was just a matter of I can fleece somebody. Until I see that adding this guy to the Packers was that thing that made them go to the Super Bowl, I think that Dallas wins this. I mean, he's a great player. But guess what? Who won the Super Bowl last year? Philadelphia Eagles. Who won the Super Bowl 2 years before that? Both years before that? Kansas City Chiefs. What do they have in common? Neither of them had Micah Parsons on their team. I mean, Micah Parsons is a great player. But the Bills played them a couple seasons ago and just ran all they did. I think they threw like 7 passes the entire game. All they did was just run over that defense, and Parsons was on that defense.
The issue that Dallas has is that they're incomplete. And maybe they're thinking that this is not going to be the year they win the Super Bowl.
No, that's fine. I'm saying they won.
Yeah.
I'm saying I think that they won. Jerry Jones is crazy, but we'll see. If he gets to Green Bay and it's like, oh, that was the last thing that we needed. But if I'm the GM of Green Bay, I'm not quite sure what I have at quarterback yet. And now my program director can relax. We're going to come back and not talk about sports. This hour's keyword for the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz is bling, B-L-I-N-G. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/cash for your chance to win $1,000. Alex Williams says 285 is at a crawl through Sandy Springs.
Yeah, that's a rough one this afternoon on that north side perimeter, Eric. 285 westbound getting into Sandy Springs slows all the way back at Chamblee Dunwoody Road, and it's a lot of heavy volume getting over to Riverside Drive, exit 24. It starts to bunch up again as you approach I-75 in Truist Park. They're going to take you about 18 minutes to travel southbound down to I-20. Northbound, got a crash moved off to the right shoulder. 285 northbound, the inner loop Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit number 9. Seeing some brake lights behind it back to Langford Parkway. How's 285 east and south, the inner loop on the east side, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, it's very slow beginning at Georgia 400, making your way down to I-20. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Hi, it's Sue from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. Over the past 30 years, we've seen countless lives change for the better and health issues greatly improved, if not completely resolved, by customers changing their diets, starting with real bread. At the Bread Becker store in Woodstock, we can teach you how to make real, delicious bread loaded with fiber and nutrients from real whole grains. A healthy, affordable solution for your family that can change your lives. For various customers, we've seen cholesterol levels drop 85 to 100 points in just 1 month, blood sugar stabilized, anemia corrected, and hundreds of stories of warts going away. In one case, as many as 500 warts gone in just 2.5 weeks. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of whole grains and real bread. Let us help you take the first steps to better health. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
Breathe easier with Zerorez air duct cleaning. Trust Zerorez to get your ducts insanely clean. Mention WSB Radio to get $75 off your next cleaning. Use promo code AIR75 when scheduling online at ZeroResAtlanta.com.
Hi, this is Mark Spain. The guaranteed offer for Mark Spain Real Estate's the easiest way to sell your home. Skip the hassle of costly repairs and sell your home stress-free. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Well, I bet it is safe to say you are sick and tired of home services companies that don't show up on time, don't get it right, ghost you then when you need them later. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. I don't have to worry about any of that because I only trust TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. TE Certified is a well-oiled machine with the highest level of communication and follow-up. They're on time, friendly, and fully stocked.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, a large protest outside the CDC in Atlanta today.
What makes us great at CDC is following the science. And so let's get the politics out of public health.
They're saluting top CDC officials who resigned after the director of the agency was fired. Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff today blasting the drama at the CDC. He calls Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. a quack and says the Trump administration's extremism and incompetence are putting lives at risk. Kennedy says moves like this were inevitable.
The CDC is an agency that is very troubled for a very long time, and anybody who lived through the COVID pandemic and saw all of these bizarre recommendations that were not science-based, all the misinformation.
There are now multiple reports saying a top RFK Jr. deputy will be the acting CDC director. It is 82 degrees in Atlanta. Rain chances on the increase as we head into the weekend. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. We're hearing today from the father of 8-year-old Fletcher Merkel, who was gunned down in the shooting at a Catholic school in Minneapolis.
Please remember Fletcher for the person he was and not the act that ended his life. Give your kids an extra hug and kiss today. We love you, Fletcher. You'll always be with us.
He asked for empathy for his family and the others involved as they work to put their lives back together. The U.S. attorney in Minnesota says the shooter was obsessed with the idea of killing children. News about your health. A multi-state salmonella outbreak is linked to eggs.
Nearly 100 people in 14 states have gotten sick, at least one person here in Georgia. In all, 18 people ending up in the hospital. This outbreak is linked to eggs from the company Country Eggs, LLC. It's the large brown cage-free sunshine yolks, or omega-3 golden yolk eggs, that were sold nationwide. They have a sell-by date of July 1st through September 16th. Consumers being urged not to eat those eggs, and if you have symptoms, see your doctor. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
And we posted more information at WSBradio.com. In the race for governor of Georgia, a legal victory today for Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones. A federal judge dismisses a lawsuit from Jones' Republican rival, Attorney General Chris Carr. He was trying to prevent Jones from raising unlimited campaign cash. Carr asked the judge to stop Jones from using his leadership committee to boost his campaign through the primary next May. Carr argued it gives Jones an unfair advantage in the race. Crime Stoppers offers a $15,000 reward as 2 grieving families plead for help in a vicious 8-year-old cold case in DeKalb County.
A 911 call reporting shots fired led police to a ghastly triple murder in a par 4 court apartment. Siblings Stanford and Starlin Henderson and Stan's best friend Eric Robinson. DeKalb County DA senior investigator Jacques Spencer tells me multiple weapons were involved.
Earlier on, the motive was believed to possibly be robbery, but at this time we're not ruling anything out.
Aaliyah Matthews tells me a parent can wrap their mind around the death of a child, but not the violence which took her son and daughter.
I wish it could have just been a normal death.
it wouldn't hurt so bad every day.
In DeKalb County, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Gwinnett County Police make 4 arrests in a year-long auto theft investigation.
Detectives started noticing a pattern, a series of entering autos where their vehicles were broken into, many times monies, wallets, guns, things were taken from these cars.
Corporal Juan Madiedo with Gwinnett County Police says the suspects are linked to over 400 incidents. Massive news from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution today. After more than 150 years, the AJC plans to end its print edition at the end of the year. It's going fully digital.
The emphasis for us has been on digital for a while.
AJC publisher Andrew Moore says about 40,000 people still receive a printed version of the AJC, most of them on Sunday. It is now 5:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Taking a look at the ride to the northern suburbs, Bill, 75 northbound. Not too bad as you make your way past Truist Park, but you will slow in Marietta before North Marietta Parkway. You're on and off the brake pedal up to Highway 92 in Ackworth. 75 south slows in those right lanes, trying to ramp onto a slow 285 southbound, the outer loop. 575 a little sluggish, leaving I-75 up into Woodstock. Not too bad on 400 north, just sluggish in Sandy Springs, passing 285 and Abernathy Road. 85 northbound, you're still seeing the slow ride from Highway 316 in Duluth up to 985 in Swanee with 316 eastbound. Packed in, says traffic trooper Scott, from I-85 for the ride out into Lawrenceville. Crash off to the right westbound at Duluth Highway. Been a rough afternoon through downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
Oh, that's correct. 75-85 northbound. The brake lights continue to stretch from Langford Parkway, getting past Peachtree, Pine Tree. 85 southbound. The heavy volume beginning at the Georgia 400 merge, stretching to I-20. And also heads up getting into Midtown, Peachtree Street southbound at Deering Road. You're dealing with a crash blocking one right lane, causing delays as you leave Buckhead. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies this evening. Temperatures falling to the mid-60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mainly dry, high 85. The rain showers will arrive tomorrow evening, just in time for Football Friday kickoff. Saturday morning, scattered rain showers with lows in the mid-60s. The rain will continue through the afternoon with a high of 78. The best chance of rain is going to be along and south of I-20 as well as I-85. Scattered rain showers will continue for Sunday and Monday.
79 in Lawrenceville, 77 in Powder Springs, 80 in Riverdale. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Heavy rain, high winds, huge hail. Yes, Atlanta, we're in storm season. It's Mark Aram here. You might be faced with a roof repair or a replacement. Do not gamble with any contractor, and there are hundreds of roofers with little to no experience. I want you to trust the experts at Dr. Roof. Trusted name in roofing for over 35 years and backed by their industry-leading warranties. Dr. Roof doesn't cut corners. They're the best at protecting your biggest investment. Dr. Roof, done right, guaranteed.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
Mega firms send a paralegal. Steelhorse sends a lawyer. Steelhorselaw.com.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied. It's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria. And of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Ah, bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and save up to 40% off, plus kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Careful, Eric.
I have to say that, I've been, I think, pretty straightforward during the second Trump administration. I've been critical. I'm not held back on the things that I don't like. So I think that I can be trusted on this when I go a little bit the other way on this one. what did the person say during the news? This person. So the people at the CDC, the head of the CDC, was fired because she disagreed with RFK Jr. on something. Although I don't think she would have gotten the job if they didn't have but somewhere along the line.
She's only been in office.
So they put her there, right? I mean, so it's like it didn't work out. They didn't get along. It was probably over vaccine guidance or something like that. So the head of the CDC was fired, or they were asked her to resign. She wouldn't resign, so they fired her. It is a her, right? I don't want to get this wrong. I sound like an idiot.
That's correct.
But I try to ignore these things as much as possible. And then, so now today, so a bunch of, and I had read this, so a bunch of people on the CDC decided to resign in support of her. And then today they put on this performance where they kind of have this sort of rally where they walk out of, but they're not really walking out, but they're walking out. And, when I looked up on the monitor a couple hours ago, it's like, the guy's like smiling and slapping hands or whatever. And so I was saying earlier, it's Trump's performing, they're performing. But then again, that line during the news, what did he say?
Our job is to follow the science.
This follow the science stuff is such BS. All right, let's just call it the way that it is. First of all, and I wish I could find it now, there's a story today about some kind of breakthrough that could turn everything around. This is the way science is. Science is not a monolithic thing that never changes. I bring this up all the time. Every time you read a story about how they did some sort of experiment and they found out that Einstein was actually right about something. Well, do you ask yourself, what, do they not trust the science? Why were they even wondering with... Science is not a monolithic, unchanging, known thing. Scientists quite often disagree on anything.
And that's a good thing.
Of course, that's science. That's what science is. You're constantly questioning, experimenting, and this idea of following the science. And also, the CDC, and I didn't pay much attention to the CDC before the pandemic, so maybe already there was this stuff going on, but it came into complete view and relief. During the pandemic, they allowed themselves to become politicized. They were on one side of the 50-50 country. And it's not following the science. And by the way, this is not a conspiracy theory. The CDC has admitted it. It's buried, but you can find it on their website. It's not science to not let people know about myocarditis, which was an actual side effect of the vaccine. I don't know if it was the mRNA one. I don't know which one, but it was a side effect. Again, not a conspiracy theory. The CDC has apologized for this. And I have a friend, I've brought it up before, his 18-year-old son, after the vaccines, walking around one day on a Saturday afternoon. Dad, my heart feels, this happened. My friend's like, walk it off. You're 18. Shut up. And it kept getting worse and worse, and they took him to the hospital. They had to use morphine. He was there for a couple of days. Cost my friend $3,000. Cost him $3,000 because he did what the CDC told him to do. That doesn't seem quite fair. Never got the money back. There was no relatively successful person, so nothing for you. You'll just have to pay that $3,000 for following the guidance of your president and the CDC. They knew, again, not a conspiracy theory, they've apologized for this. They knew that that was a side effect, that it was going to happen to a percentage of males between, 17 and 23 or something. And there are different kinds of lies. There's something called lies of omission. That's still a lie. So they put themselves in the middle of politics because the reason that they didn't share that information with the American people is they thought that the American people would then become more skeptical. And it's probably true because that wasn't my friend's only child. And the other two said, well, we're not getting any more of those after they saw what happened. And one of them was a girl, and they're not even part of this. So it's just, stop with we're following science. Is it following science to sit on known side effects? Is that following science? And the American people were like, okay, you're a political body. In situations like the pandemic, a CDC that works for everybody is boring. They're not emotional. They don't get involved in what you believe or how you vote and what's right and what's wrong in that area. CDC should just be a data-driven, this is what we know. All of them, from the very beginning, should have said to the American people, this is new and we don't know everything about it. We're going to be going through this together. We're going to do the best that we can. And we're just going to give the American people and the politicians whatever dull, boring data that we have on this. And everything we know, we will pass along to you. But this wasn't 100 years ago. We all remember in a divided nation, and the CDC got snarky. Wasn't it the CDC who put out some kind of thing about the, what was that thing that Joe Rogan was taking?
Ivermectin.
Yeah, and they put out something like, you're not a horse, stop it. Is that science? Is that kind of disposition? Is that scientific?
That Nobel Prize-winning medication that
yeah.
seen across the world.
And I'm just saying, let the American people have their 50-50 divide. These institutions like the CDC just need to be boring. Boring. But you can see that the way they're performing today, and again, I think Trump is totally performative. You can't just listen to the show in one segment. I go after that side plenty. But this stuff where they just love the applause as they come out and they see themselves as martyrs for science, but they obviously don't understand science.
Yeah, it's almost like they treat it like it's some kind of religion, like it's all known.
Yeah,
like they know for a fact that they're right and the science is fact. When going back to your initial point, science always is questioning
There's
itself.
a great book that I read a long time ago. I think it's called something like everything. It's like the history of everything. I think something along those lines. And basically, it was a great book because it starts at the beginning, just all the different things that were invented that got us to the modern world and the people who did it. But after you're done reading that book, the idea that really gets pushed out at you is what we human beings actually know about the world, the universe that we live in, would fill up half a thumbnail compared to the vastness of it all. And there is an arrogance that comes with, I follow the science. Well, obviously you don't. You follow the science to a point. It's not science to sit on known side effects of anything. That wasn't your job as the CDC. I said this more than once, but I believe it. When the institutions of a society, when people lose faith in the institutions of society, it's never society's fault. The institutions have acted in such a way that they've lost the faith of the people. The CDC during the pandemic took one side of a nation that was split 50-50 on a bunch of different things, politics. And that's the harm that they did to themselves and they did to society, because society needs a boring CDC that doesn't ever get snarky.
And it takes a while to get that reputation built back.
Oh, yes. And people have lost faith in so many institutions. And the people may not be the smartest in the world all the time or geniuses, but it's never the people's fault. There's a reason the institutions acted in such a way that they lost the faith of the American people. Stop parading around like you're martyrs for science. You are not. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 85 in Union City.
Yeah, traffic trooper Cliff tipped us off to this one, and I believe it looks like they just got it off to the right, 85 south, before Flat Shoals exit 66 had been impacting those right lanes, but it's had a negative impact on the south side perimeter. 285 westbound slows back at I-75 in Clayton County, and it's going to take a little while to get through those airport tunnels over to I-85, and it also caused 285 southbound outer loop delays as you make your way south of Langford Parkway. Those should start to improve. Earlier crash we had, 285 northbound, the inner loop, Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit 9. That has since cleared. How's I-20 over here on the west side, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, 20 westbound, just a tap of the brakes from Riverside Parkway getting into Lithia Springs, and going eastbound, the volume starting just before Fulton Industrial Boulevard, stretching to I-285, and then the brake lights find you again at Holmes Drive, getting to the downtown connector. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
On air,
online,
on the app,
where you get your news,
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
All right, thank you. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Oh my word!
Just enter the word at WSBradio.com or on the WSB radio app. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Skip the hassle of constantly cleaning and costly repairs and sell your home completely stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Sean Hannity here. Now's a great time to sell your home in Atlanta as home values have continued to rise and your home may be worth more than you even realize. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and close within days. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com and you can start packing.
When you own a business, it feels like everything's on you. Orders, deliveries, employees, on you. That's why Comcast Business is giving you a year of mobile on us with your internet service.
Really?
Yep. We'll cover your first line of mobile for 1 year. So calling customers, getting directions, texting Janine and shipping, on us. The broken coffee maker? That one's still on you, which means you'll save hundreds for your business and get the fastest mobile service with 5G cellular and Wi-Fi hotspots on us. But hurry, this deal won't last long. Get a mobile plan and free up the budget to maybe, I don't know, fix that coffee maker? Get mobile on us for 1 year, you guessed it, on us. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 10/9/25. Restrictions apply. New mobile customers only with internet standard service or above. Limited to value of 1 unlimited intro line apply via 12 monthly internet bill credits. 1 discount per account. Fastest mobile based on mobile Wi-Fi and cellular data in service areas. Ookla Speed Test Intelligence 2H24.
If you've ever organized your closet only to have it look like a bomb went off in there 1 month later, then it's time to call Artisan Custom Closets. Reach-in closets, walk-in closets, pantry spaces, garages. With a custom spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to deal with all that clutter again. All your stuff neatly organized and designed to stay that way. Call the Closet Bomb Squad. Artisan Custom Closets. They'll diffuse your clutter and make it safe to enter your closet again. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Save big on 1-pint containers of blueberries or 6-ounce containers of raspberries. They're on sale 2 for $5 with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Better prices, better views. Window comfort, meant just for you. Window comfort.
Imagine the relief of windows without annoying drafts or high energy bills. Window Comfort's making it easier than ever with buy 2, get 2 free, no payments till 2026, and expert one-day installation. Go to windowcomfort.com for your no-pressure estimate today.
Better prices, better views. Window comfort, meant just for you. Window comfort.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
If you are 50 or older, it is recommended that you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're an adult 19 to 49 with certain underlying medical conditions like asthma, diabetes, chronic heart disease, or COPD, vaccination is also recommended. Talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protectyourself. Furnished by the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know. You know, to put a bow on what I was just saying, I always bring up the James Webb Telescope. This whole idea of I follow the science. Before the James Webb Telescope, if I walked around saying, you know what, there's fully formed galaxies just 280 million years after the Big Bang. Oh, what are you, some kind of... That does... We know how it is. Haven't you seen the chart with that big flashlight-looking thing that comes from the Big Bang and everything? Come on, what's the matter with you? That's the dark period. There's nothing there. Yeah, well, we got a better telescope and we find out we were wrong. Completely and totally wrong. Now, it doesn't mean that there wasn't a Big Bang. Maybe there was. But the science is not this monolithic thing, a set of things that we know for a fact. I mean, when you see, we don't even... I mean, when you see the pictures, the illustrations of the layers of the Earth,
yeah,
maybe that's absolutely correct, but it's a theory. We've never carved out a chunk of the Earth and taken a picture of what it looks like.
The deepest we've gone is 7.6 miles. That's it, 40,000.
That's where the oil is, I would imagine. That's probably why we've gone that far. That's where the oil.
There's like a hole. It's just this random hole in the ground.
It just happens to go down.
Apparently, it was the Soviets did it, so they did it to learn more about the Earth's crust.
Yeah, and it got stuck. I think it got like frozen in the thing or something, and then they just like, well, we can't do it anymore, so they covered it up. It's just a little hole.
But I mean, it's just we have theories about things. When you see the picture of the Milky Way and it says you are here, maybe it's absolutely correct. But you know what? We've never had a camera outside the galaxy that could actually. These are all. We're taking in what we have, and we have theories. And the best theories are the ones that make you, nobody understands what quantum physics really is, but it works. It works. It's the most successful experimental idea in the history of the world. It works. But nobody really understands why. Science is not monolithic set of facts that we just know forever. That's not the way that it works. And you don't have a scientific or curious mind if you think that's the way that it is. Alex Williams says trip times are not fun right now through downtown.
Yeah, hold your nose for this one because it stinks. 400 southbound. If you're traveling from Lenox Road trying to make your way just south of I-20, going to take you almost 53 minutes. A very slow ride through downtown. No crashes in the way, just lots of brake lights. 85 south still jams in from North Druid Hills. And all this has made I-20 eastbound even slower getting into downtown through West Atlanta from Holmes Drive to the downtown connector. Northbound, you're still riding the brakes. 75-85 north from Highway 166 Langford Parkway, but improving once you get past Peachtree Pine Street. Any improvement on I-85 toward Gwinnett County, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, it remains definitely slow. 85 northbound, beginning at I-285, getting to Beaver Ruin Road, and also watching a stall off to the left at Steve Reynolds Boulevard, causing a little bit of delays as you make your way to Highway 316. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Just a word of wisdom from your friend Mark Aram. A damaged roof doesn't always lead to an entire roof replacement project. As a full-service Atlanta roofing company, my friends at Dr. Roof offer comprehensive roof repairs that will lengthen the lifespan of your existing roof and ensure that it will continue to protect your home as it should. It's storm season. Get peace of mind from my friends at Dr. Roof. They've been in business for over 35 years, and Dr. Roof offers up to a 5-year warranty on roof repairs. Get all the info online at drroof.com.
Injured in a car accident or slip and fall? Call us, the Pain Guys, at 1-800-411-PAIN. After 911, call 411. 1-800-411-PAIN.
Law offices of Kenner and Pintaluga, 201 Peachtree Street, Northeast Atlanta. Offices throughout the U.S. Not all lawyers licensed in all jurisdictions.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2798. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, new developments today in the drama at the CDC, including a rally here in Atlanta.
Around 150 members of the United States Public Health Service Commissioned Corps lined up for an emotional salute to 3 departing CDC leaders escorted from their buildings after they resigned. CDC's former Deputy Director Dr. Deb Howery says the trio recognized it's a powerful statement to do this together.
I hope this is a tipping point to where we get our public health back, that we get the trust of the nation back, and we get the trust of our leaders back, and that public health does the work they're meant to do on the ground, saving lives.
The doctors all say they fear political meddling in public health decisions will keep putting more lives at risk. In Atlanta, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
After the surprise firing of the CDC director and the resignation of other top officials, a Georgia senator and the nation's health secretary both send out warnings today.
Georgia Senator John Ossoff has been outspoken on the administration's handling of the CDC.
None of this bodes well for the health and safety of the American people.
Now the senator releasing a statement saying the administration's extremism and incompetence are putting lives at risk. The nation's health secretary, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., saying
the CDC is an agency that is very troubled for a very long time.
He says the move was necessary in order to change the culture at CDC. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
There are reports now RFK Jr.'s top advisor will serve as the acting CDC director. It is 82 degrees in Atlanta. When do rain chances ramp up, and will it be a rainy weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. The father of 8-year-old Fletcher Merkel speaks out today, a day after his son was killed in the shooting at a Catholic school in Minneapolis.
We will never be allowed to hold him, talk to him, play with him, and watch him grow into the wonderful young man he was on the path to becoming.
A 10-year-old also died. Investigators say the shooter was obsessed with killing children. He fired over 100 rifle rounds through the windows of a church as children prayed. Governor Kemp orders the state flag to be flown at half-staff until sunset on August 31st to honor the 2 young students killed and others injured in the shooting in Minneapolis. An Atlanta ambulance service has a new tool to save lives.
Whether it's a shooting, stabbing, or car accident, in traumatic situations, seconds count, which is
is why Metro Atlanta Ambulance Service now has a pre-hospital blood transfusion program. Clinical Services Director Rob Bezizovich tells me they serve Cobb, Bartow, and Paulding counties.
This gives us an opportunity to get somebody to the hospital where they're going to receive blood already, but it allows us to give it to them a lot earlier.
Which gives the patient a greater survival chance. So far, they've already used the equipment on 4 calls. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
A 66-year-old man drowns on Lake Lanier. The Hall County Sheriff's Office says the body of Brent James Williams was recovered in about 12 feet of water using an underwater drone. He was reported missing near a private dock on Sportsman Club Drive.
The body was about 10 feet away from the dock, and it was submerged about 12 feet. And, of course, at that point, it was dark.
B.J. Williams with the Hall County Sheriff's Office says one of Williams' tenants called 911 when he didn't return from his evening swim. Foul play is not suspected. An 8-year-old boy is found dead in a neighborhood swimming pool in DeKalb County. Police confirmed the boy was discovered in the pool at 750 North Indian Creek Drive hours after he was reported missing. It is not clear how long he had been in the pool. If you're fed up with rising insurance rates, help could be on the way. A special committee of Georgia lawmakers holds its first meeting today.
This insurance rate study committee is looking for ways to make insurance more affordable for hardworking Georgians.
State Representative Matt Reeves says they want to make sure people in Georgia are not bearing the brunt of unjustified rate hikes. He says they'll study how insurance companies set rates. It's now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Finally starting to see a little bit of relief on I-20 eastbound through West Atlanta as you head into downtown, Bill, but it is still a little slow. 20 eastbound east of Holmes Drive, passing Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, but once you get toward Lowry Boulevard and the downtown connector, it is much improved. If you're heading 20 westbound out toward Lithia Springs, tapping the brakes before and after Thornton Road, exit 44, and into DeKalb County through the work zone, some moderate volume. I-20 both east and westbound between 285, that east side perimeter, and the mall at Stonecrest. Checking the ride on I-75 northwest of the city, it's Kobe Dawkins.
And 75 northbound remains a little slow, starting at North Marietta Parkway, getting to Chastain Road in Kennesaw. 575 northbound, you're on and off the brakes, getting into Woodstock. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies this evening, temperatures falling to the mid-60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mainly dry, high 85. The rain showers will arrive tomorrow evening, just in time for Football Friday kickoff. Saturday morning, scattered rain showers with lows in the mid-60s. The rain will continue through the afternoon with a high of 78. The best chance of rain is going to be along and south of I-20 as well as I-85. Scattered rain showers will continue for Sunday and Monday.
76 in Sandy Springs, 78 in Peachtree City, 79 in Conyers. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 4, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And I have one more point. With the CDC stuff, I can hear my program director in my head. Go back to talking to sports.
Big West Georgia game tonight, 7:30.
People want you to be fun. Well, you know, sometimes Good Time Charlie gets the blues. Is it me, or is the messaging from the CDC basically that Americans should just follow them blindly? We're smarter than you. Just follow us blindly. And at what point does following become worshiping? And I think that this breakup between RFK, because obviously he put her there, is over this, I'm guessing, this guidance on children and vaccines, I think. Not all vaccines, the COVID vaccine. So we should just keep jabbing our 5-year-olds with these vaccines. Why? What happens if we don't? Do you have a specific test case? Like, why? Other than we're the closest thing to God on earth and we're smarter than you and we say that you should. Because most people aren't doing it. What is the rate at this point? Like 6%, 5%, something like that? Most people aren't doing it, and I'm not seeing stories about the fact that, oh my goodness, when they're 10, why? Explain yourselves. And the fact that it gets so opaque over there, just do what we say, is what makes people, then, okay, well, a lot of people are getting rich off these vaccines. Does that have something to do with it? You can't blame people for asking that question. What is the test case of the 11-year-old who didn't get the jab when they were 5, and it's just awful? Why? I find it to be ridiculous. I mean, you think these people want you to start jabbing? If you could jab the fetus, they would tell you to before you're born. Why? Explain yourselves. Because only 6, how do you know the percentage? Only 6 or 7%, I think the last time, as we get to this round, not in the beginning, but where we are now, I think only like 6 or 7% of parents are doing it.
For just COVID, the COVID vaccine.
The COVID. Now, I'm not talking about MMR and all that stuff. What can you produce and tell us why these are terrible parents? The 93% that aren't doing it. Do we have an epidemic? No. Because our 24-hour news stations love that stuff. They'd be all over it. Stop acting like you're gods on earth. You're not. You're not demigods. Good science and good science. I just pulled it up. This guy, I mentioned quantum mechanics. When it comes to a theory, the most successful theories are theories that make great predictions because you can rely on them. As far as I know, quantum mechanics is, by and large, the most successful theory ever, as in terms of being able to use that information to predict outcomes and then be able to plan on that. You know that it's going to happen. But Richard Feynman, who's one of the leading minds, he died, I think, in the 90s or something. I think he was actually depicted. Was he part of the movie? The guy's name, the atomic bomb.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I think he might be one of the people even in that situation. I'm not sure. But from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, he was considered one of the top minds on quantum mechanics and physics in general. And he said, nobody understands it. What we've done is we've harnessed it. Our theories have harnessed it so that we can use it to make very reliable predictions, and that creates products and all kinds of things that make our life better. But Richard Feynman was like, if anybody tells you that they understand what's actually going on down there, they're lying. It's the pursuit of wisdom. The best scientists are wrong about some things. Einstein was wrong about some things. Science is a pursuit and is supposed to be non-emotional. And when I see people leaving the CDC and they're getting high fives, and it's like, you're politicians now. You're politicians now. And you need to figure out why only 7% of parents are taking your guidance. I'd say you've got some kind of problem. And don't tell me it's all Trump, because a lot more than 7% of the voters voted for Kamala. So it's more than that.
It's now, as of 2023, 2.8% of children.
2.8% are taking the guidance.
Yeah.
And
if you think, I went to the doctor recently and I thought, I was worried because I was going somewhere and I wanted to know if I had COVID or not. And he was like, well, it's really just like a cold now. So don't worry about it.
And
I was like, we don't have any tests. I was like, okay.
Because this is how viruses work. They want to survive. They can't be too effective. It's like the Ebola virus. It's too effective for its own good. It shows up in a village somewhere, kills everybody in the village before anybody can walk to the next village.
It can't spread anymore.
Right. So viruses, the hive mind, whatever it is, they start out very, the first one is usually the worst. Second one can be very, very bad. And some bad ones, it's like the flu. Some years it's really bad. So this is the way that this stuff works. And you have to try to understand it and keep up with it, but knowing that you don't have all the facts about everything. If Einstein didn't, you don't. And it takes a little bit of humility. Now, I'm not saying that Trump doesn't act like a buffoon over all of this. And when it comes to, boy, a dose of humility wouldn't be a bad idea. That applies to Trump. But it also applies to these I follow the science people. It's arrogant. A dose of humility. Nobody knows everything. If the most successful, predictive, scientific theory we have that we use every day to make our lives better, quantum mechanics, is not actually understood what's going on, a little humility. And by understood, I'm not saying we don't understand how this becomes. We don't understand what, at the bottom level, the reasons why, or even a lot of the how. We just know that it's based on probabilities, and if we use probabilities, we're going to be able to predict outcomes that are amazingly accurate. We've harnessed it. But Richard Feynman says no one understands it. Humility. A little humility, not just in this case. I guess it goes back to me talking about America has just become something that it's not the country I fell in love with growing up. In politics, a little humility. I think Mark Maron's out there, and he's saying, I think it was terrible that Netflix platformed Dave Chappelle. And something like fascism will always win. Think about that. And I like Mark Maron. I thought his TV show was brilliant. So Mark Maron, in his own mind, he doesn't have an opinion. He knows the truth. And anybody who denies the truth, people don't disagree with Mark Maron. Mark Maron represents the truth. And anybody who disagrees with him is obviously a fascist, because they're probably smart enough to know that Mark Maron's talking the truth, and for some evil reason, they don't want you to go down, probably fascism. I mean, it's a state of mind on both sides in this 50-50 country we live in right now. No one has all the truth on their side.
So how do you get people to regain trust?
Well, first of all, there has to be humility. We trust quantum mechanics, but we don't really understand it. Why? Because it keeps working.
The formula works
and
works.
Working, and it keeps working. What you don't do is have lies of omission.
Also, it's important, I feel, that we continue to educate ourselves, because
you have to.
If we allow other people to dictate how we feel, how we think, and we choose not to do the research ourselves on things,
but here's the thing.
Then we're easily controlled.
But here's the thing. The research isn't just Googling it.
Oh, of
Here's
course.
another problem we have. When you see like 40% of people, like reading has gone down 40%. Reading on TikTok is not TikTok, because it's not that. Reading online with the little that's not reading.
Wait, what's a
little burb. That's not reading. You cannot fulfill actual curiosity without deep reading. If you are not willing to read in a deep, deep manner, you are not doing everything that your brain has the ability to do in order for you to educate yourself on things. So just going to your favorite website and listening to the influencer who you always believe is not educating yourself.
What if my favorite influencer is like, hey guys, let me tell you about quantum mechanics?
Yeah, well, it's fine. Listen to them. Maybe they're right. Now go to somebody else. Find another source. Read on anything that happens. Read a left-wing point of view. Read a right-wing point of view. Read a mainstream point of view. And they may be all very different, but what you're going to notice is there's a sameness that exists in all of them.
You'll find a pattern.
There's a pattern in
consistency.
there.
Yeah.
And then you can go, did you kids know you can read things that are like 200, 300, 400 pages? And then if you get in the habit of that, it's like eating food that has actual nutrition for your brain. So, yes, people should educate themselves. But, a lot of these people who I'm probably disagreeing with right now are correct when they say just going to your favorite influencer who you agree with all the time on everything. That's not educating yourself.
Well, my fear is as more and more people choose not to read and they choose not to educate themselves and not to seek out different sources, then you're allowing a government or a tyrannical force to take over and
I just try not to seek out any sources.
just live your life.
Just live. That's all I'm doing.
It's that thing out of what is it, Candide, where I'm tending to, there's a scene in that where they come across like a farmer and there's all this crap going down on all this political stuff, and they ask him about it. He's like, "Hey, I'm just tending my garden."
That's right. That's what I'm doing.
It's like the happiest person in the story. Alex Williams, so it's nice. Tend to your garden and be hygienic.
Okay.
Alex Williams says brake lights are glowing on 285 South in DeKalb.
Yeah, still watching a slow ride this evening, Eric, on 285 South, the inner loop, as you leave I-85, exit 33, trying to make that trek down into Clarkston. Once you get past East Ponce de Leon Avenue, exit 40, things will improve there. Down by the airport, 285 westbound, still slow, leaving I-75 through the airport tunnels. That crash on 85 South before Flat Shoals heading to Union City's been in and out of the right lane. Also still seeing delays on 285 southbound, the outer loop on the west side, right around South Atlanta Road down to I-20. Stay slow south of I-20 as you make your way south of Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit number 9. How's the ride looking through downtown Atlanta, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, it remains very slow. 85 southbound, seeing the brake lights pack in at the Georgia 400 merge, stretching to I-20. 75-85 northbound, seeing heavy volume remaining, starting at Langford Parkway, Highway 166, making your way around the Grady Hospital curve. And this report is sponsored by your Atlanta Braves. September is Fan Appreciation Month at Truist Park. Get 35% off tickets at braves.com/promos. Atlanta Braves baseball, we are Braves country. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It pays to have the WSB radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
That's awesome. The WSB 5K a day bonus Blitz. 5 chances every weekday to win $1,000. The WSB 5K a day bonus Blitz.
Your next chance to win is tomorrow at 8 a.m.
That's amazing.
From 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB radio app now.
I've had listeners, coworkers, friends come up and ask me, hey, Aram, what makes Advanced Hair Restoration different? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on, get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, Advanced Hair stands by the results, and their before and afters are second to none. With Advanced Hair, your own natural hair guaranteed to grow. Secondly, Advanced Hair combines top-rated physicians with modern technology, creating a concierge-quality experience that's hard to find elsewhere. Finally, Advanced Hair's Advanced FUE begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. Now, if you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the savings special opportunity, it's here, friends. Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, call 770-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair guaranteed to grow. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Hi, this is Megan, your friend and jeweler from Shane Company. Did you know not all warranties are created equal? At Shane Company, our free lifetime warranty is all-inclusive and even protects the diamond in your engagement ring. We can offer such an incredible warranty because our rings are crafted to last a lifetime. As your friend and jeweler, our gift to you is peace of mind. At Shane Company, we also cover unlimited repairs, resizings, and cleanings for free for life, saving you thousands over time. Because a friend always has your back. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
We're back on Saturday. It's in the middle of a text thread with my sons about the Micah Parsons trade. I know the radio show is important as well, so I put down the phone.
Read what you guys are saying.
Well, no, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll read the text thread.
That's good radio.
It is. People love to listen to radio host read text threads. We've done the research. We know what people want, and we deliver it. So this friend of mine, Jared Yamamoto, is going to do something very dangerous tomorrow after the show.
It's been a busy week this week.
I don't care. I want to get to the dangerous part. Being busy doesn't mean a reason why you should have to. So you're going for a long weekend at the lake.
It's my friend's 30th birthday party.
And you guys are going to get Airbnb and you're just going to get zonked out all weekend. Okay, it's going to be fun. Here's the thing. He was supposed to, it's weird. So you were going to have this today and tomorrow off, and then Tim needed it off. So it's kind of swapped up, and you wanted to have a lot of room.
I'm a good friend to my buddy Tim, and I wanted to make sure that he got his days with his son.
They're camping. Okay, so you were going to get your way up there to Lake Lanier, but now...
Yeah, because our check-in was going to be at 2 tomorrow.
Right, and your wife is going to go up with the others. They'll already be up there. So he is going to leave here at 7 tomorrow, drive to Lake Lanier, get in his boat, and then how long is it, a boat ride?
Probably an hour 5 from
my
my marina to
so that
this
means
Airbnb.
Tomorrow's sunset is at 8:07.
Oh.
So that means that you are going to be piloting your pontoon boat in Lake Lanier
by myself,
by yourself at night for an hour and whatever 20 minutes.
Hopefully, if I'm efficient, it's only me, so I should go a little faster.
That doesn't help.
Hopefully an hour.
The fact that doesn't make it better.
Well, it does make the boat go faster.
Why will it be faster? Because it's just you.
It's a weight issue. So if you have multiple people, the more weight on the boat, the slower the boat goes.
Okay, that makes sense. But I don't think that it's a good idea to be...
What time's the sunset, you said?
8:07. He's going to leave here at 7.
I should get there by 7:50.
AM 7:50.
Yeah. Whiz me. And so basically when you take off 10 minutes later, it's going to be dark.
Pretty
At
much.
least starting, it's going to, the sunset.
Now I do have lights.
Is this
on
a
my
good
boat.
idea?
I do have lights on my boat. George Clark has seen the lights. The lights are pretty cool, but some of the people that live on Lake Lanier, aren't they cool? They're kind of
Well, what he's saying is he can light up and be a light so nobody hits him.
Some of the people on the boat are like, "Man, your boat looks like a damn disco ball." And
But
I'm
here's
like,
the thing,
Thank
though.
you.
At night, isn't it possible that you could not see a boat that doesn't have lights?
Well, they have to have their nav lights on. I'd be more concerned about running into like logs or stuff, debris in the water. That's what I'd be the most concerned about. And if it's raining too, if it's raining, that's going to be very dangerous.
I have been in Atlanta since 1998 on the radio, with a few breaks. But for the most part, I've been on the radio since so I didn't hear stories about people dying in Lake Lanier until 1998. But I think I've heard at least one every year since 1998. I think I don't know. Can't you just drive to where you're going and then the next morning go with some buddies and go down and get the boat and somebody drives back?
It's like a 45-minute drive from the marina to this Airbnb. The boat ride is as
you got all
equidistant.
Weekend. You got all weekend.
No, we want to make sure
the boat is an hour, right?
Yeah, the boat is an hour from here.
So isn't it just like 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other?
Listen, all I'm saying is Jared Yamamoto may not be with us on Tuesday. And I think we all need to prepare ourselves for that. Because as toxically positive as he is, I've grown to like the little fella.
Look at that. That's two nice things you said about me this week. I'm honored.
Well, hold on to it.
You're softening up here, Von Hassler. You're softening up.
Hold on to it for the next barrage that comes your way. Alex Williams says there's a stall slowing the ride on 85.
Yeah, it's up in Duluth, Eric, and it's knocking out the center lane, 85 North, Sugarloaf Parkway, exit number 108. That's slowing that ride back to Highway 316. And now we're looking for new trouble reported, a stall in the left lane on the west side outer loop, 285 southbound past Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit number 9. And that's adding to a ride that had been improving on 285 south back up towards the Smyrna Vinings area. Hadn't been a fun one on the south side getting around the airport, Kobe Dawkins.
No, we're dealing with a crash. 85 southbound before Flat Shoals Road, exit 66. Crash now blocking just one right lane, causing delay stretching onto I-285. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I know you're hot, but how is summer treating your home? Dave Baker, host of the Home Fix It Show, here for AquaGuard Foundation Solutions. Have you noticed drywall cracks, stuck windows and doors, or bowed walls? AquaGuard knows that all these signs point to possible major damage in your foundation, and they will only get worse over time. But don't worry. hurry, AquaGuard will identify your issues and repair them. Simply go to aquaguard.net now and set up a free inspection. There's a reason they're the trusted local experts. Remember,
AquaGuard. Are you 40 years old in great health and want life insurance coverage with no exam and instant coverage options? Big Lou can do that. Are you 50 to 60 with health issues and still want life insurance coverage with no exam needed? Big Lou can do that. Are you on meds for anxiety, sleep apnea, diabetes, or other health glitches and just want the best rate possible without a lot of hassles? Big Lou can do that. To find the most affordable term life coverage options for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-200-1966. Big Lou does term life insurance better than anyone else on the radio, and he may be able to get you $1 million to $4 million of term life coverage with no exam. For the best term life insurance deals in America, call Big Lou at 800-200-1966. 800-200-1966. Remember, Big Lou is like you. Once a week, he can do that too. Call 800-200-1966 or visit biglou.com.
Homeowners, are your windows and doors sticking or you notice cracks in the drywall? You might have a big problem. Serious issues need the serious experts at Engineered Solutions of Georgia. Go to ESOGrepair.com.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
Georgia Power is here for you with programs, tools, and incentives that lower your bill. But we also have a few ways you can save right now. Unplug devices like TVs when they're not being used, or use a power strip you can switch off. Make sure you're only using the lights you need. Change out your HVAC filter and make sure your vents are clear. Set your thermostat at 78 for max efficiency. But every degree closer helps, because everything we save on energy can be better spent being there for the people we care about. Visit georgiapower.com for more energy-saving tips.
The end of summer doesn't have to be the end of your fun. Your backyard can be your family's happy place all year long in a Bullfrog hot tub from Brown's Pools and Spas. Only Bullfrog offers the Jetpack Therapy system, allowing you to customize each seat to fit every body in your family. Shop our huge Labor Day sale with instant rebates up to $2,500 and special financing for 60 months. Hurry, offer ends September 3rd. Brown's Pools and Spas, celebrating 50 years of brownspools.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, a clap out today at the CDC.
Thank you.
A crowd greeting the three top CDC officials who resigned after the firing of the director. The nation's health secretary says it was no surprise Susan Menares was fired. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says the Atlanta-based agency needs an overhaul.
There's a lot of trouble at CDC, and it's going to require getting rid of some people over the long term in order for us to change the institutional culture.
He says the president has very ambitious hopes for the CDC. Georgia Senator John Ossoff today says the latest events at the CDC are more evidence putting a quack like Bobby Kennedy in charge of public health was a grave error. We learned late today RFK Jr.'s top advisor will now serve as acting CDC director. It is 81 degrees in Atlanta. Rain chances are increasing late tomorrow. Will it stick around for the weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. We are hearing today from the father of 8-year-old Fletcher Merkel, who was gunned down in the shooting at a Catholic school in Minneapolis.
Please remember Fletcher for the person he was and not the act that ended his life. Give your kids an extra hug and kiss today. We love you, Fletcher. You'll always be with us.
A 10-year-old also died. The U.S. attorney says the shooter was obsessed with the idea of killing children. Plans are in the works to modernize Georgia's outdated 911 system.
Officials say it's not if, but when Georgia will make the switch to the internet-based Next Generation 911. Alicia Rucker-Wright with the Georgia Emergency Communications Agency says it can't come soon enough.
What we have found over multiple years is there are striking disparities across the state in the ability of 911 centers and what they're able to process and handle.
Some Some Metro Atlanta counties like Cobb have made the transition to the more accurate and advanced system, but lawmakers are looking into how the transition will be funded, particularly in smaller rural areas. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
MARTA police arrest a teen suspect for a shooting at the H.E. Holmes rail station. 17-year-old Gabriel Webb Williams is taken into custody at the same station more than 2 weeks after the shooting. He was spotted there carrying a gun. Police think he was involved in a fight earlier this month in the station's taxi pickup area that left another man with a gunshot wound to the abdomen. A Douglas County jury convicts a man for molesting several kids.
The 35-year-old defendant was initially charged in 2022 with molesting a little girl. When the child's mom brought the victim to police, she told them the suspect was touching her inappropriately. During the investigation, authorities discovered the defendant had been sexually abusing another child for most of her life here in Georgia, and that he'd molested 2 other minors in a different state. During the trial, the defendant admitted he committed each act he was charged with. That led to a unanimous guilty verdict from the jury and the judge sentencing him to life in prison plus 50 years. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
After more than 150 years in business, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution says it plans to stop publishing a printed newspaper at the end of the year. Publisher Andrew Moore says they'll be fully digital.
We know that's how people in Atlanta and throughout Georgia and frankly beyond are engaging with us every day.
He says about 40,000 people still receive a printed version of the AJC, mostly on Sunday. On the 62nd anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, the Atlanta Dream announced they are wiping out $10 million in debt for over 3,500 Metro Atlanta families.
One of the things that we think is incredibly important is we believe that sport is a catalyst for social change. And so we really lean into the community that serves us.
Atlanta Dream CEO and President Morgan Shaw Parker on CBS says the families have debts ranging from $500 to $80,000 wiped out based on their need. The TSA says it will screen more than 17 million people during the Labor Day travel period. The busiest day at Hartsfield-Jackson is expected to be Saturday. It is now 6:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Still got our eyes on this trouble in Duluth, Bill. It's 85 northbound at Sugarloaf Parkway, exit 108. Stall in the center lane, slowing you from Highway 316. Now we're turning our attention to northern Gwinnett County, where it's getting jammed in. 85 north from the Mall of Georgia. Looks like a new crash just north of Gravel Springs Road, exit number 118. We're going to get eyes on that. If those delays get worse, you always have Highway 124 to use as an alternate. Some better news on the west side perimeter, Kobe Dawkins.
Yeah, 285 southbound the outer loop right at MLK Jr. Drive, exit 9. Earlier stall has cleared, but tough delays remaining back to South Cobb Drive. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Cloudy skies this evening. Temperatures falling to the mid-60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mainly dry, high 85. The rain showers will arrive tomorrow evening, just in time for Football Friday kickoff. Saturday morning, scattered rain showers with lows in the mid-60s. The rain will continue through the afternoon with a high of 78. The best chance of rain is going to be along and south of I-20 as well as I-85. Scattered rain showers will continue for Sunday and Monday.
Right now, 79 in Noonan. It's 80 in Midtown Atlanta, 76 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Did you know that 30% of all heart attacks, the very first symptom is sudden death? Virtual Imaging is offering a $49 heart scan. Take advantage of this offer now by visiting virtualimagingatl.com.
Avoid the stress of listing your home on the market and sell your home fast for all cash with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I've served homeowners like you for nearly 30 years and have helped over 67,000 satisfied clients. And I know what matters most, a quick sale and maximum profit. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Hi, this is Blake Cooper with Cooper Piano, and you know who we are. The building is sold and we're closing. This is the biggest piano sale in our history, and everything must go. If you've ever thought about buying a piano, now is the time. Cooper Piano off the I-85 Access Road South. Details online at cooperpiano.com.
It's Home Show time! Dave Baker here, and it's time for the Fall Atlanta Home Show, September 5th through 7th at the Cobb Galleria Center. 3 days full of great tips and practical advice from over 200 local experts. For more info and to save money on your tickets, go to FallatlantaHomeshow.com.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
All right. George Clark, do you still follow Alex Jones?
Yeah, not as closely as I used to.
Cleaned himself up a little bit. Is he not drinking?
I don't know if he completely stopped, but he did a health kick. He
he
looks
looks.
real hard.
I saw him. He looks a little cleaned up. Looks a little bit.
Cut back on the drinking for sure.
Okay. Yeah, because he was out of control for a while.
Yeah,
crying
bad.
a lot and
Yeah,
all
it was
that.
bad.
So this stuff that's been going on with Trump, we have to ask ourselves a question here. Is the same thing happening as with Biden? And by the way, MAGA, back off. The host said we have to ask a question. I know you were brought up to believe that radio hosts, when they ask a question, it's really a sly way of getting an opinion across. But my name's Eric Von Hessler, and when I ask a question, I'm truly asking a question. And I do believe that this is a time where we have to ask the question, are we getting a kind of Biden in a different way now where we're not being told the extent of possible physical problems, health problems?
You mean Trump? You said Biden. You mean
No,
Trump?
I mean, is it like Biden?
Oh, okay, I see.
The way that we were told with Biden, is it happening now again with Trump?
They're hiding, yeah.
With different issues. Now, they're telling us that the reason he has a chronic bruise on his hand is because he shakes hands a lot. Now, listen, that Macron handshake alone, okay, I'll give you a couple of days. That was weird. But
well, he does that weird, like,
yeah, he does.
pulling you in thing.
Yeah.
It's like some power move.
But here's the thing. Biden was older, and he shook a lot of hands.
Exactly.
I don't
we
remember
didn't see
this.
that on him.
Now, we know that Trump does have a problem with the blood is not getting back up to the heart. That's why the cankles, he's retaining fluid. My guess with the hand is I thought maybe it's like an IV or something, but the bruise doesn't really seem to be over the vein. It seems to be like to the
It's
left
kind of,
of it.
kind of left,
Yeah,
left center.
so maybe it's not that, but Alex Jones is a little bit wild. I don't know. Try to play the one. I could make it make sense. So where he says he's worried first, and then what he thinks might happen. Don't lead with what he thinks might happen in the next few months. There's another one, the second one, I think where he's talking about how worried he is.
I've seen a lot of signs of Trump declining. The fear that he's getting sick, that who knows what's going on. His ankles are giant. That usually means serious heart decline. I mean, liver failure too. But his eyes aren't yellow.
His eyes aren't yellow.
So he's saying, I don't know if I'm doing a good job. I don't know if I'm going to get into heaven. I hear I'm not doing a good job. This is the President of the United States calling into Fox News in the morning saying this.
That is true. That's that kind of came out of nowhere where he's like, I don't know if I'm going to get into heaven. And I heard some analysis. Somebody was saying, if I'm not doing a good job, is he talking about he's not doing what the doctors are telling him? Because he's not going to change his diet.
I couldn't get over Alex Jones's voice.
Well, he's always like that. That's awful, Alex Jones.
I know, but it seems like worse than before, no?
Well, okay. Well, hold on. Maybe you're going to have the same prediction for Alex Jones that Alex Jones is about to give for
what's he hiding?
President Trump.
You can see him declining faster and faster. It's not super bad yet. I predict Trump is going to have some type of collapse within the next 12 months at the current trajectory.
That's interesting.
I
That's
like the
coming
way he
from
said yellow, too. Yellow.
His eyes ain't yellow. But it's an interesting thing because, obviously if someone from the left had said something like that, there'd be no purchase with MAGA. And I'm sure plenty of people in MAGA are like, oh, Alex, shut up. But there's some that are listening, and you do have to wonder. The bruise on the hand, I don't know, but the retention of fluid. I just lost my mother-in-law a couple years ago. Now, she lived to be 91 years old, and she really, up until like 87, she was getting older, but there was no like total, we're in trouble. But then it was after that, and then as we got closer to her passing away, it was all about that. It was the retention of fluids. It was all about, her body just wasn't doing, it just couldn't do the job anymore. And here's another thing, and I'm not predicting it like Alex Jones is. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But with all of this going on, I think it was last night or the night before, he's putting stuff on Truth Social, I think this morning at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning. Now, obviously, if
he
you're
used to do this on X in his first presidency.
No, I know. But my point is that if you have health problems, he obviously has health problems. You don't retain fluid because you're perfectly healthy. You probably shouldn't be awake at 1:30 in the morning.
Get some sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep is the best medicine.
Usually, that's what you're told, is probably you want to get a lot of sleep. And especially if the heart is involved.
Do you think he's napping during the day and then
Possibly, but still, it's not. A nap is okay. And really, quite often if you have a minor heart attack and you get through it, whatever, you're told to get 8 hours of sleep and a nap. And a nap during the day. So, how I know it? Jim Lair from the McNeil Lair Hour had a heart attack that he lived through, and then I saw an interview of him in the 90s, and he said, I'm getting better. I'm learning from my doctors. A lot of sleep at night and a nap every day. So I was, that must be what they're telling him. Now, maybe they've changed that since the 90s, but it's the last. But certainly, if you are suffering some sort of health problem that leads to the retention of fluids, you probably shouldn't be up at 1:30 in the morning when you have this job, which you can love any president or hate any president, but you can't deny it's a 24/7 job.
It goes back to your argument about honesty. We had so many issues during the Biden presidency where people were telling us that he's healthy, he's sharp as a tack, and he's great. And now for the Trump presidency, a lot of the people that are surrounding him are saying he's great, he's healthy, he's nothing to worry about.
It's just a new figurehead. Yeah. Nothing has changed. Everyone is lying to us everywhere.
Of course. Yeah. I think that... I
don't trust anything.
Me either. That's why I'm going to go to Tahiti and get syphilis.
Tahiti, you could make your compound a Tahiti. You don't have to leave. You just have to stop paying attention to everything.
I know, but my job.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The job
I have a
really
slight problem.
makes
Is
it
that
tough.
my job makes me go through news aggregators every morning so I can show up and have something to
it's
say.
really hard. But once that's done.
Yes, that's why I'm thinking that might be done February 1st, 2028.
We do have
that would be the end of my contract.
We do have an open micer that has.
I got it. The last few years of my life can't be. Oh, did you hear what so-and-so said?
It's
and I
awful.
said, and I follow the
giving us
science.
all cancer is what I feel like. It's giving us all cancer.
How often do I want to hear about that? I follow the science. Fire them all. This is what I want to put up with for the rest of my life?
We do have an open micer that has a suggestion for after you retire. He has a business plan for you, business proposal.
You know what my business proposal is?
What?
Gain 250 pounds and sit on my ass. Little Alex Jones there. Alex, not Jones, but Williams, sees trouble on 285 by the airport.
Yeah, it's a stall, and as we speak, Eric, they are escorting it to the right shoulder from the center lane, 285 westbound, the Interloop Riverdale Road, so that should help improve that ride, leaving I-75 through the airport tunnels. And now new trouble, 285 northbound, the Interloop above South Atlanta Road, exit number 16. Looks like pretty heavy police activity in multiple left lanes. You're already slow there back to South Cobb Drive with southbound delays starting through Smyrna Vinings down to I-20. A lot of that left over due to that earlier stall south of I-20 in Fulton County that has since cleared. Trying to clean up the ride through downtown Kobe Dawkins.
But it remains slow, 7585 northbound, beginning at Langford Parkway, getting around the Grady Hospital curve. Southbound rides, heavy volume beginning before the downtown merge. getting to I-20. And this report is sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Save on organic summer produce at Whole Foods Market. Get organic heirloom tomatoes for $3.99 per pound with Prime through September 2nd. While supplies last, shop in store or online, terms apply. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You can count on it.
You can try and plan for it.
But sometimes it gets the best of you.
Stalled Big Rig 275 southbound the outer loop at 166.
When it stops you from getting where you need to be.
Atlanta's most trusted traffic team gets you there.
Hear you slow just east of Georgia 400.
Atlanta's most up-to-date traffic reports from local and trustworthy people.
Every time you listen. Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
You deserve a friendly home services technician that actually knows their stuff. Chris Chandler here. TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling only sends polite technicians that pass the rigorous TE certification program. They're licensed, insured, friendly, and always fix it right. TE Certified knows great service starts with a job well done and ends with a smile.
TE Certified, we love your home.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2798. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter for virtualimagingATL.com. When I first made my first appointment and I went to virtual imaging, I got my calcium score. And it was a little high, but I worked on everything that they told me to work on. I worked on my diet. I exercised better. I lost weight and I ate better. And everything came down. Listen, your health is all you have, right? And it's good to know what's going on inside your body. So I need you right now to go to virtualimagingatl.com right now and schedule an appointment. And for a limited time only, they are offering a $49 heart scan per person. This is a $495 value. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot impress upon you enough. We are getting older, every single one of us. We need to know what's going on, and virtualimagingatl.com allows that to happen. For $49, it seems worth it to save your life for your children, your spouse, your grandchildren, and everyone who loves you. So please go to virtualimagingatl.com and schedule an appointment right this minute.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
If you are 50 or older, it is recommended that you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're an adult 19 to 49 with certain underlying medical conditions like asthma, diabetes, chronic heart disease, or COPD, vaccination is also recommended. Talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protectyourself. Furnished by the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
Guys, it's Eric. Save thousands right now at Georgia Spa Company on a new spa for your backyard. They've got great opportunities to save on saunas, cold plunges, swim spas, hot tubs, so much more. The Labor Day sale is happening now. They've got multiple metro Atlanta area locations. Go to georgiaspacompany.com and check out their locations, find the deals, get you some relaxation in your backyard. georgiaspacompany.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. How about some open mics? What do you think, George Clark? You get it? Let's do it. All right, Autumn Fisher, what do you think? Open mics?
Ready.
Okay, let's do it, Jared.
All right, this open micer has an idea for the future EVH.
Von Hessler, I've got a great idea for you to retire on. Start your own Orgy Dome company for festivals. Jared gets divorced and follows the festivals around. He sets it up and collects the money.
Nice.
Tim is the master of ceremonies. Autumn handles social media. And the real money maker, an OnlyFans account that has the cameras inside the dome for everyone. And you sit at home and collect your checks.
Little mailbox money.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Me too.
Some mailbox money. Well, you need money. I need mailbox money.
Well, I can do both.
Well, yeah, but mailbox money, that's after you. It's just, I didn't, that's something I set up years ago.
Wow, look at this.
I set that up 10, 15 years ago, and look, there's still checks coming in my mailbox, even though I'm not doing a damn thing.
Autumn, your perspective really got this one listener going here from...
Is this the guy who usually yells at us?
He usually doesn't like Autumn. He usually doesn't like you.
Yeah, but I mean... He obviously listens.
He listens all the time.
He's a good listener, even if he doesn't like me.
But he really liked Autumn standing up for moral values.
Hey, Autumn Fisher, you are already hot, but your answers to the questions about whether you'd marry and date an older man just for his money made you even twice as hot. Character goes a long way.
Yeah.
There you go,
Yeah,
Autumn.
you
Look
know
at
I'm
that.
glad that I got that guy's support.
You know what? No one's laid $100 million in front of you. You know, I think of myself like the biggest hypocrite because I go on and on about private equity groups and how they're tearing up the fabric of the nation. But if one of them came to me and said, "Hey, if I had the ability to do this, like I don't even own the name of this show, the station does. But let's say I did.
Yeah.
If they came in and said, for all of my ranting about private equity groups, if they said, "Hey, Eric, we'll give you $15 million for the Von Hessler Doctrine," I'd be like, all right, screw the audience and the doctrinaires. I'm taking that money.
But see, that's the thing. If you stand for nothing,
Yeah.
you know, what's the point?
Well, I
What's the
stand for
point
plenty of
life
things.
and living.
Well, it's generational wealth. That means that, I'm not going to be able to use all that before I
feel
take
like it's
off
a
from this
curse.
planet.
Do you mean like that money is now cursed?
No, money is cursed.
You're generationally making it so that your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren, yes, they have some means, but I don't know, it wasn't earned.
Because I sold my radio show? That's going to curse them?
Yes, because it wasn't that you just sold your radio show.
I sold
it's
it
that
to
you,
them.
It's that you went against everything that you believe in.
Yeah, but
And I think
money has that
sucks.
effect, you know. There's always there
It
is
does,
always a
but you
price.
also
okay,
are a
let's
human
okay,
with brains.
okay, Miss Character. All right, you said no to $100 million.
Miss Character.
How about
I'm
a
just
billion?
saying.
How about a billion?
Billion.
Yeah, there she is. There's always a number, Autumn.
There's
There
a
has to be.
number. There's a number.
Absolutely. And I think that I think the only way that I could really accept it and have a clear conscience is like, it would have to be like, but I'll do this weird thing with the money. Do you know what I mean?
No. The way you feel good about the conscious is, you have really good, it's a family show, but relations with a 90-year-old man, and you feel good about it because you know that you made him happy at the end of
that's
his
mental
life.
gymnastics.
And so now you can take that $1 billion.
That's mental gymnastics, and I'm not
on-
flexible.
Go on a non-stop shopping spree.
One more open mic as we wrap up here. Hey, people listen to this show in all kinds of different conditions.
Hey, Eric, how you doing, man?
No.
I'm a long-time fan of yours, specifically. 96 and 98, right? But anyways, that's right.
All right. I actually did start my career at a 98 PXY in Rochester, New
and
York. So
then 96.
And I don't think he knew about the Rochester thing. I think he meant something else. But hey, let's call it. Hey, listen, these are the people who pay our bills.
You can listen to the show in all kinds of conditions.
All right, so wait, it's the coach's show next, and
That's
then
right.
does Hondo still have his All-Stars?
That's right.
All right, that's on the plate. After us, we'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. for one more of these shows this week. And you're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your journey. Don't